Right?
Yeah, it's going. It should be live right now. It is actually live. Go on the page. Excellent connection. That's what it said.
Am I finally gonna be able to see myself?
Yes.
Hopefully not.
It says excellent connection.
Notification.
Ooh.
Oh.
In 1080.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Kill him.
It looks good.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe and turn them notifications on.
Man,
If you don't have an account, make an account because we need y'all to interact with us.
Yes, sir. And it looks like the fucking quality is 10 times better on this.
I told you,
I don't
YouTube
know.
is real, and the delay ain't as bad either.
Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo, them boys. Them boys out here, man. Let's go.
We them boys.
I don't know, man. This just still looks like ass on my computer. What's wrong with it?
Get into a computer. Oh, I say that out loud.
Hey, there we go. What's good? What's good with you, bro? He's gonna be on. He's gonna be on the network soon too.
Who's that?
The real baby Mercury. He's from Utica. He's definitely he's showing us love right now. He's in here. He's an artist. His music is unique. May not be for everyone. I respect the craft. He's gonna be on What Inspires You in a little bit.
I like it.
He's gonna be definitely gonna be out here. Hold
No,
on.
wait. I'm trying to see the. I want to open up the comments on my phone as well.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Saranac, sponsor us. 2 weeks straight. I'm on the pod.
I'm about to tag y'all in this on Facebook. Bro, listen. Don't be surprised.
I'm glad you actually lit.
Don't be surprised of what?
We're gonna have a.
Don't be surprised.
What should I not be surprised about?
Don't play me about an alcohol sponsorship.
Right.
If I get to drink for free for the rest of my life, y'all might never hear from me again.
I'll actually die.
All right, man. Welcome to the first live episode on YouTube on Inspired by True Events Network for the IBTE Sports Podcast. Got my boy Kenny, Phil, and Neil with me. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How's y'all week going, man? I feel like that's important to always ask. You feel me? So,
listen, man. I determined that I don't even know why I do a sports podcast because I really hate sports because the Yankees disappoint me every year. The Thunder trade their best player every year. Falcons suck every year. Syracuse can't get a big to contribute. We lose every game every year. I don't know why I do it to myself.
I know how the Celtics feel.
Well, that's my depressed take for the week. Sorry, guys.
What about you, Phil?
Celtics are ass right now. I'm third in fantasy basketball. Just a lot of downs this week.
Yes, sir.
But we'll see. I got a hard matchup coming up this week, so we'll see how that goes.
You're funny, man. How about you, Noah? How's your week been, man? How you feeling?
Fucking up.
I'm always feeling good, man.
Wow, the energy today. Yeah.
It's all good, bro. It's all good because
Yeah,
I'm
there we
always
go.
feeling good. I mean,
You
I'm
feeling
in
good?
second place on the fantasy basketball league.
Mm-hmm.
Those little bitch asses in third place, so
Wow.
we're all good, man. It's all good.
Wow.
Other than that, first time on YouTube is looking good. Your boy can finally get some good quality on them, That's all.
I mean, that's kind of unfortunate for you, though, Neil, because they're finally going to see what you look like.
Nah, they give the people what they want.
Respectfully,
They want to see the boy.
they gonna see. Oh my goodness.
We got some sports, man. We got some sports to talk about. I mean, sports is 24/7, 365.
That's a fact.
Always. All right, so let's get right into it. I did not know this until the other night. I saw the post from Bleacher Report that Alex Smith was not wanted by the Washington football team.
We knew that.
I didn't know that.
We knew that.
You know, it almost makes sense. I mean, Ron Rivera was very high on Kyle Allen. Like, even this year, like when Dwayne Haskins went down, like Alex Smith wasn't even a thought. They automatically went to Kyle Allen. And I mean, I like Alex Smith, but when you think about it, see the guy's going to set your franchise over the hump. Like, I can't say I really blame them. He's a good stopgap quarterback, but when you're in a division like theirs, when you can win it now, I want to go and get my franchise guy.
Yep. I don't know bro. The guy is tough, bro. Like, he's tough.
Right. That's the only thing though. Like, after watching him play this year, and he went 5-1 as a starter, like single-handedly brought your team to the playoffs. It's kind of hard to like just say I don't want him. But if you think you can go and get a franchise guy, I'm not against that. But if you can't get a franchise guy, why wouldn't you use Alex Smith for another year?
You also got to show some loyalty to the guy you paid a lot of money to as well. Even though he went down with a injury, there's still got to be like some faith that he could possibly come back instead of just saying, "Oh, he's never going to come back." So that's why I have the problem with it.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm like. As a guy, like if you can't get a franchise guy, Alex Smith has to be your guy. There's no one on that roster right now that's better than Alex Smith. Like that's a given. So unless you're going and getting a franchise quarterback, I don't know what you think you're going to bring in that's better. Like, what are you going to do? Get Ryan Fitzpatrick? Like there's not many franchise guys available. So unless you're getting one of them, Alex Smith is a very, very serviceable quarterback.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, what's good, Rick? We live, man. Shout out to Rick, co-founder of IBTE Network. If y'all just tuning in, we just getting started here for IBTE Sports Podcast. Talking about Alex Smith not being wanted by the Washington football team. What mascot or logo or name do y'all think they should be?
I think they should stick with it. They made the playoffs.
Chase Young said there's one.
Right, that's true.
They made the playoffs. Washington football team. I mean, that's not a bad name if you think about a lot of the.
A lot of soccer clubs.
A lot of soccer teams. I mean, we call it soccer, but a lot of football teams, real football. Either way you put it, there's real football. But that's a lot of, like, if you look at MLS, you look at EPL, BPL. A lot of teams, they have football team in their name. So football club, all that stuff. I mean, it's just getting back to the roots of the sport. I think they should keep it.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you. For me, I like it too. It has a nice ring to it. But obviously, you missed the old name, but that's because we were so used to it. But I'm cool with them keeping it. It changes up from the norm in the league with all these random ass mascots and names. So.
But I do like the name. Someone pointed out if they went to the Red Tails to honor the Tuskegee Airmen. I think that would be nice because you keep like your same color scheme and everything, and you just be the Red Tails. But I mean, I got no problem with the football team either, though.
Yeah, I like the football team.
Yeah, it became pretty much such a big meme that everyone started liking it instead of making fun of it, especially with the playoff runs. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, you make the playoffs with it. You got to keep it.
I'm just hoping Washington doesn't mess it up, which it's Washington. So,
All right.
Yeah, just real quick though, we're talking about Alex Smith. Think about that whole division. I feel like every quarterback there is like in question. Like Dak, is he coming back? Eagles, is Jalen Hurts really your guy? Washington, what are you going to do with Alex Smith? Are you going to bring in a new guy? And the Giants, okay, Daniel Jones, it's put up or shut up here.
Yeah.
Like, have we ever had a division where every single quarterback is like a question mark?
You saying for the NFC East?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say going into next year.
4 wins?
I would say going into next year, I would say Washington football team has to be the favorite to win that division, no matter, regardless of the quarterback.
Gotta be.
They got
that defense is great.
Defense is great. They got Scary Terry still. They got Gibson, a rising star. So I think no matter who their quarterback is, I mean, even we saw who was the quarterback in the playoffs.
Taylor Heineke almost won them a playoff game.
Exactly.
Against the Super Bowl champs.
Against the Super Bowl champs.
He's a dog.
So you got to think if they played anybody else, they may have won that game.
Top 5 D line next year. I think he's talking about Washington. I would say I don't know.
Like
top 5 D line?
They might be the top D line.
They'll be up there. They're going to be definitely up there. I say top 3.
Washington gave the Bucs the toughest competition throughout the whole playoffs.
That is very true.
They had to play them down to like the last drive. They played the Saints and Drew Brees. It wasn't a good game for Drew Brees. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Pick.
They handled the Packers and they handled the Chiefs. Their toughest game was against the football team with Taylor Heineke at quarterback.
Yeah.
Wild.
Played tough.
It's crazy.
It's tough to get that Rams D line too, so we'll see.
Oh, the Rams defense is gonna be number one next year. We already know that.
He was number one.
Even with losing our coordinator, but we still got. Kenny and I can both agree. Raheem Morris
he's a head coach in this league.
Yeah. So I would say probably your top three. If you're talking about top three, I'd say Rams, Steelers, and Washington.
Steelers, I think it hinges on what happens with Bud Dupree.
But you also can't sleep on the Tampa Bay's defensive line either. They got a bunch of dogs too.
Yeah, they have a couple people that are free agents as well, so we gotta see how that plays out as well.
Right, it's still so early in the offseason, man. There's so much stuff that could happen.
So we talking about perfect segue. Quarterback madness in the offseason from since I don't know what week. Deshaun Watson said he's not playing.
He wants
Houston. He wants out. Boy.
Listen, Houston's gonna call his bluff though.
Yeah,
there's not one GM in the NFL that thinks he's being traded. It's because if he is being traded, it's going to be the biggest trade in NFL history. Because you're gonna have to give up your next 3 drafts for him. Because I'm not giving up Deshaun Watson for nothing. This is not gonna happen.
That's gonna be a heist. A heist.
Bro, something crazy is gonna happen. I mean, it's just gonna, and I know somehow, I just know deep down inside, some way, somehow, it's gonna hurt me.
Here we go. Oh,
I know it's gonna hurt me. He's gonna go somewhere that's gonna directly affect me and my team.
Listen, Neil, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson swap with some picks.
That's what I'm saying. And if that happens,
ooh, boy, stop playing.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Listen here.
Wait, hold on. How do you go from, bro? Hold on.
Right.
You get Deshaun. Listen, you got Russell Wilson, DK, and Tyler Lockett, and then you go to Deshaun Watson.
Not only do they get Deshaun Watson in the trade, I personally think that they also get David Johnson in the trade as well. Because we need a running back.
Yeah, because Pete Carroll loves the run. Yeah.
I
didn't even think about that yet. Because that could be like their sweetener. Like, we're not going to give you extra picks. We'll give you David Johnson, though.
You're going to get David Johnson. You're going to get Deshaun Watson. You're going to get, in return, Russell Wilson. You're going to get Jamal Adams. And you're going to get 2 first-round picks.
Jamal Adams.
Yeah, because even though Russell Wilson is an elite quarterback, the age difference is what sets it apart. You have to compensate for Deshaun Watson's age.
I'm just throwing that out there. It could be Tyler Lockett. They could throw Tyler Lockett and Russell, but they said they wanted a defensive star. And if you look at Seattle, I mean, maybe one of the linebackers.
If I'm Seattle, I wouldn't even mind giving up Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett because I still have DK and I go get another receiver. Like, David Moore's not a slouch right now. He can be your third guy.
They go on trees, man. They go on trees.
In this free agency that's happening right now, I can go get a number 2 easily.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm saying, man. I have nightmares. It's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen, man. And
listen, I just don't. I love Kyle Shanahan. I wish the Falcons kept him. But for that reason, I pray he doesn't get a quarterback in San Francisco, because if he gets a quarterback in San Francisco, if he gets Deshaun Watson in San Francisco, they will run the NFL for the next 10 years.
That's the other thing. He could go to San Francisco.
Jesus.
He's going to the NFC West, all right? I already fucking know. I can feel it in my bones. He's going to go to the NFC West.
That can be hilarious for you guys.
Even, he goes to, the Jets. I mean, the Jets won't affect you, but they're going to run an offense similar to, a Kyle Shanahan. I love Deshaun. I want to see him but I don't want to see him do these amazing things for other teams. It brings me to my next point, where today Mel Kiper releases his mock draft with the Falcons traded in their future to move up to number 2 and get Zach Wilson. If we're going to trade our future anyways, go and get Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson, please.
Go get somebody that's already.
That's what I don't I saw that he said we'd give away our number 1 pick, our number 2 pick, another pick this year, and a couple of future first-round picks to move up to get Zach Wilson. And I just kept saying to myself, if we're gonna do that anyways, wouldn't common sense tell you go and get a guy who's showing you they can already do it?
Just go win now.
Because if that's the case, Matt Ryan, I love you. I want you to retire a Falcon. But if I can bring in Deshaun Watson and be solidified the position for the next 10 years, I'm adding goodbye, adios, pack the bags.
Yeah, no, for real. That's how I felt about Goff. You know, I love Jared Goff. I literally bought his jersey as soon as the season ended. The last playoff game he played against the Packers, and I said, "Damn, this guy can play, man. He's got broken thumb. He's out here playing like this." I said, "I'm a cup of jersey." I said, "I want him to stay as a Ram." He got traded a couple weeks after. Luckily, I canceled the order, saved myself 160 beans.
I gotta hook you up. Don't pay that much for a jersey ever again.
I bought the real.
Oh, mine are real too.
Real.
Ask Lawrence about mine.
Oh, bro,
you got it.
Back in JFK, if you wore them shits, they'd say Bobby made it.
No, you can't tell him. Listen, Neil, all the jerseys I wear in the podcast,
Bobby?
NFL shop will not get my $300.
He said, Bobby?
Send me the link. Jay's Jersey Shop. That's why I usually go to DHgate.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
He does MLB jerseys real good. But where's JJ Watt going? That's what I want to know.
Sharpshooter Phil. Phil, what was your nickname for yourself?
Sharpshooter Phil.
Who's Senior Bobby Long?
Bobby Long.
That could be
one. Senior Bobby Long. Is that my man Brandon Long?
Is it?
Oh, it is.
Is that my man Brandon Long? Oh. My man B-Long in the building.
Hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Welcome to IBTE Sports Podcast.
We'll talk about Bron later. His team Bron is GOAT.
Yeah, we all are.
We're gonna. You know how to put the title a little something crazy. You know, like people are they're gonna be like, what? Be Long in the building, but going from there, Russell Wilson, come to New Orleans, man.
Fuck out of here! You're
Save
not
me.
getting that man.
Save me.
Neil, I found the only way they get him. I told him I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and it's gonna say the Saints have traded all 53 players and their next 2 draft classes to acquire Russell Wilson. That's the only way it happens.
Bro, they would have to give up so much it might not even be worth it, to be honest with you.
But,
no, it really won't, because you'll have the quarterback, but you have nothing else. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and it sounds crazy to think about, but hear me out here. When you're doing a rebuild, the last piece should actually be your quarterback. Think about it. Because if you get a quarterback first and have absolutely nothing around him, you're the New York Jets. You're the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the team around them and no quarterback, you're the Washington football team. You plug in a quarterback on the Washington football team, and they're easily the division winner for the next 5 years.
That is true.
Just my opinion.
That is very true. Oh, man. That's hilarious. You guys don't want to give me, like, a little bit?
I mean, you could, if you get him. I'm saying if you get him, you're losing two cornerbacks. You're losing Michael Thomas, and you're losing
your O-line. You're losing the O-line.
Oh, they're already on the way out, anyways. They can't re-sign half that line.
They can't sign both of them, no.
Yeah,
but I'm saying you're definitely not signing. Like you can sign one of them.
It'll probably rim checks probably staying.
So pretty much, Russell Wilson just went back to Seattle, except he's playing in a dome now. No offensive line.
No run game because they got to get rid of AK.
You said no offensive line?
If you bring Russell Wilson,
the tackle, the blindside tackle, very important.
The good thing is, like I was telling,
they're good interior linemen though.
The Seahawks have to eat most of Russell's contract though, so it turns into
that's the only way that they would be able to do it.
Well, no, it's like a Carson Wentz to the Colts thing, right? Because all the guaranteed money is from the team that actually signed you. Like the Colts are paying Carson Wentz $24 million. For Carson Wentz, that's a steal. Yeah. So if the Saints get Russell Wilson,
it's not likely, but I can still dream.
It's fun to talk. It's fun to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a hot location for quarterbacks.
You got to speak it into existence, because remember when I was speaking into existence Justin Fields to the Falcons, and everybody laughed at me. Now look at these damn mock drafts. We're taking quarterbacks. We might get Justin Fields. Speaking into existence, like LeVar Ball said.
Never lost.
Rough night.
Never lost. Undefeated.
What's good, Keenan? What's good, bro? How you doing? Oh man, y'all hilarious. Y'all funny, man. But who do you guys feel like is? Well, we got the draft coming up. Everybody hopes they get their best player. that they feel like their team should get. What player do you guys hope your team gets in the first round? For the people that do have first round picks for the next 5 years.
I'm out.
Do I need to say it?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Do I need to say it? If Justin Fields is available at 4, and the Falcons don't draft him and take any other quarterback, I'm driving to Flowery Branch to check them off for CTE, because this is ridiculous that he keeps falling down draft boards. It's Deshaun Watson 2.0. Somebody is going to outsmart themselves and take Zach Wilson before Justin Fields, and in 3 years we're going to be looking at this and saying, wow, what were we thinking when we said Justin Fields wasn't good enough? He's only a one-read quarterback. He's only this. He's only that. I'm so tired of it. If Justin Fields is available at 4 and the Falcons are determined on taking a quarterback and you don't take Justin Fields, you're on drugs. Every single one of you.
Oh,
Let them know, bro.
Yeah, right. Like Stephen A. said. He was on crack.
I am so glad. I'm so glad you said that, Kenny. As you mentioned, he's falling down draft boards, and I mentioned a couple streams ago, there was a random ass mock draft with Justin Fields going to the Patriots. So if someone is dumb enough, Bill Belichick's gonna swoop right in and take him. Which I'm not saying it's very likely, but if the opportunity is there, hopefully they take him, because I know we passed on Lamar Jackson twice, and I know Bill Belichick's hopefully not going to make that same mistake ever again. So
Todd McShay has Justin Fields ranked out of the first round quarterbacks as the worst quarterback in the first round. What game tape was he watching? Could someone explain that to me?
Wait, what quarterback?
Justin Fields, you said, is the worst first round quarterback. He ranked in front of him Trevor Lawrence, obviously, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, and then Justin Fields.
Ooh. I've got Zach Wilson going to the Lions and Justin Fields going to the Panthers.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I want to address.
And
who's making these
Micah Parsons going to the Falcons?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, who makes these mock drafts that have the Falcons trading with the Panthers to get their franchise quarterback? In what world does that happen? Neil, would you ever trade with the 49ers to let them get a franchise quarterback?
Fuck no.
Phil, would you ever trade with the Jets to give them a franchise quarterback?
So this is
Lawrence, would you trade with the Bucs to give them a franchise quarterback?
No. When my team need a quarterback right now? Oh no.
I just can't. I'm like mind blown that anyone thinks that the Falcons are going to trade with the Panthers.
Daniel Jeremiah. This is his mock draft right now. He's got Lawrence number 1, Zach Wilson going to the Jets, Jamar Chase to the Dolphins, Justin Fields to the Falcons. You got
guy.
Who else?
Gotta get those clicks. Hey,
the Eagles going to basically replace Ertz with Pitts. Kyle Pitts going there. Detroit Lions getting Parsons. And then the Panthers getting Trey Lance.
This is we got. That's not bad, but we got Colin Cowherd. This is one of the most respected names in sports media. Colin Cowherd, okay?
Because he always says shit that's outlandish, and then it happens.
Hold on. I want to say something. Before you go. This is crazy right here. This is some out of pocket shit. The Chargers. This guy has the Chargers getting Jalen Waddle, and then the Vikings getting Devonta Smith.
No way.
What?
That would be insane. If the Vikings got Devontae Smith, that would be insane.
Bro, could you imagine that?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't want to watch that. I don't want to play against that team.
Bro, hold on.
No.
I forgot about Jamar Chase at that. I forgot about him.
If Jamar Chase is available
he's a top 5 pick.
If he's available for Cincy, they're taking him.
Bro,
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase again?
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Bro, he's a monster.
That's what. So Colin Cowherd's got Lawrence going 1. The Jets drafting Kyle Pitts. They got Jamar Chase going 3 to the Dolphins, and then he's got the Falcons drafting Micah Parsons. The Bengals are drafting a lineman, Rashawn Slater. Don't even know. And
before Penny Sewell?
Yeah. They got the Eagles drafting Jalen Waddle, Zach Wilson going to the Lions, and Justin Fields going to the Panthers.
Time out. Penny Sewell still on the board at pick 9.
Yep. Penny Sewell's going 11th to the Giants according to this mock draft, and then the 49ers are drafting Lance at 12. He's got the Vikings getting Gregory Rousseau and edge, and then he's got Phil's team getting Devonta Smith.
And this guy has the Saints. He has the Saints picking up Mac Jones.
There's no way. First off, there's no way that the fucking Patriots are drafting a decent skill player. There's no chance.
Ever.
He's gonna go get like a
first
right.
round.
He's gonna get like a right guard or something, bro.
Yeah, out of fucking like Colorado or some shit.
If they get
Be
the
puzzling, bro.
Patriots get him.
Oh man.
Who's gonna throw him the ball?
Someone. They just go up and get it. It'll be fine.
Speaking of that, the Patriots. Did any of y'all get a chance to watch Cam Newton on I Am Athlete?
Just after
I saw some bits and pieces.
after you sent it, I saw it. But did you see him with that high school football player over the weekend?
That kid was in 100% in the wrong.
100%.
Doesn't know how to act.
I can't understand how you go to a camp with a legit NFL guy who was a Heisman winner, national champion, number one overall pick, won an MVP, went to a Super Bowl. He's done everything that you dream of doing.
Right.
And you're going to sit there and trash him? Like, come on now.
Not even that. The biggest thing, too, was now say that kid is 3-star, 4-star, 5-star.
What's going to happen?
The teams are going to see that.
Right.
So now he's going to be like, yo, the Cam thing got blown out. I can't go to school. You don't know how to act.
Listen, the best saying that I've ever seen, like I've seen numerous people put it out there, is social media will never get you a scholarship, but it will damn sure cost you one.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, you got to think about that stuff. Okay, you got your 5 minutes of fame, buddy, but what was it worth? Because now
I think for
toxic.
football is different. I feel like football, social media is not going to help you.
You see,
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Because basketball, you can. How many times we seen somebody hoop mixtape? They go that shit goes up to 5 million.
I'm saying your personal social media, like you getting clout on social media will never give you a scholarship. You're saying something stupid is going to pull it for you. Yeah. So why are you on social media saying anything that can be misconstrued?
Yeah, we got social media is definitely a problem in sports nowadays, for real.
Also, did you see his apology, by the way? He
said it was garbage. He wrote it up on a fucking notes app on his iPhone.
Let's address it. People, stop using notes as a press release. Everyone does it. When they announce like they're signing or whatever, let me go to my iPhone notes app and type up my thank you. That's not a press release, bro.
Use Microsoft Word templates.
Like, I'm just so tired of it. Like, Apple Notes it's not a press release.
I've had
enough.
I've had enough for the past 3 years.
Yeah, if you got the MacBook, you can go to Keynote. You feel me? Go to Keynote, the PowerPoint.
Go to Google Docs and make anything.
Anything. You can literally Google Docs is free.
Yeah, my God, y'all keep going to the notepad on Apple like it's a press release form. It's not. Wait. This is my favorite one. A part. When y'all say, "I'm so glad to be a part of this program," it is a space part. Not one word. Because when it's one word, that means you're separated from the program. So if you're happy to be with the program, it is 2 words. So please, if you're gonna use Apple Notes as your press release, at least grammar check it.
Listen, Kenny knows. He went to Syracuse University. He knows his vocabulary. All right, put some respect on the name. Put some respect on it.
I see some things, and I'm just
Kenny,
like,
move that head. Show him, Kenny. Move that head. Oh, can't see it.
There it is. There,
baby.
Old and CJ Fair.
But yeah, man, make sure y'all grammar's right, man. The people that's watching, make sure your grammar's right when you type.
If y'all don't know how to type, download Grammarly.
Grammarly, copy paste, put that in there. Man, real life hacks, TikTok.
Sorry, I had to go on a tangent.
TikTok taught me.
Please continue. But I had to let the people know.
He said, I'm tired of y'all doing the Associated Press on the notepad.
No, it's annoying as shit, man. It's not professional at all.
I don't think I did that, but that shit crazy.
Yeah, you definitely did that. I remember you doing that.
I don't know about all that.
Nah, he typed it up in a text message and screenshotted it and just like pinched it down.
No, I don't know. I did.
A little text message bubble.
I don't think I'll probably say, yo, I'm going to Bloomsburg. And everybody
I don't even think you made an announcement. Everybody just knew you were going.
Everybody was like, question mark on Facebook.
I think you made the stat, like, you know how you can make those templates on your Facebook status, how you can make it like a different background. I think it was just like.
You're a liar. It wasn't out then. It wasn't out then. Yeah.
Oh,
that was 2016, 2017. That shit came. Stop playing with me. Dragged it. Oh, man.
All right, Phil, I'm sorry I cut you off. That was very rude of me, but I had to get this off.
Oh man.
it wouldn't be our podcast without it.
Y'all crazy, bro.
So basically, his apology was saying basically he was saying he lets competitiveness get the best of him, which we all know that's BS anyways. Because obviously, even if it wasn't like you guys were like doing a drill together, it's just you talking to him. So there's no excuse for that being competitive. You weren't in a competitive space to talk to him. So.
Yeah,
right. And like you're not competing against Cams. So.
Right.
No, he had a team there. That's why the kid was talking to him like that. So basically, what I would have did would have been like, who's your best player? If he plays receiver, who's your best corner? I'm gonna cook him, and that's all I'm gonna say. And then once you play the 7-on-7, there it is. You're done. You either show up or you don't.
Well, right, because at that point, it is fun trash talk at that point. But when you're talking to a professional athlete, calling him trash on the sideline, like
you're a free agent.
What? Like, right, and then like when he's like approaching you, it'd be one thing like if you said it and like then you like let it go. But you're a free agent. You're a free agent.
You see what Keenan said? That's a fact. My boy Kenny, bro, he made that for me. Yeah. He made that for me, bro. Stop playing. The Madden cover. Yes, sir.
That's a fact, bro.
That shit was fire.
It's a fact.
It looked good, too. It didn't even look bad.
My boy. Oh, man. That
was the GOAT right there.
Nah, but I think the kid was just I think he saw the camera and everything and was just like
he got hype.
Flying off the rails. Wasn't thinking.
Right.
And that team was from Philly too.
Oh, he was with all the Bulls and Johns.
He's like, where you from? 215.
What else is new? People from Philadelphia talking out their ass.
Chill. Guidelines. Hey, man. But yeah, so going back to the I Am Athlete podcast, shout out to them, man. I really enjoy that podcast. They give a lot of good gems. You got Fred Taylor on there, the God Fred Taylor, running backs. He's a beast. You got Ocho. You had T.O. on that show at one point. They have everybody. So going to that, Cam Newton's episode was really, really good. I think it was one of my favorite, and it was the longest one they've ever had too, hour and a half. So let's try to unpack that. What y'all think of Cam speaking? This is probably the first time we heard Cam really on this type of platform since he walked off in 2015.
I think it's just a little too late for his image. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just he should have done this back. He should have done this
when
shit.
He walked off.
He should have done this shit right after the Super Bowl. Like a week after the Super Bowl, he should have had media day. He should have done anything to get. I mean, he was immature at the time. You know what I mean? He thought he was big shit. He won MVP. He was in the Super Bowl. He's like, don't matter to me. But it really hurt his image, and you could definitely tell it affected the way he started to play football. Ever since that season, his performances were low. So. People say they don't let shit get to him, but like you wear the Beats headphones to block out the noise. Can't have them shits on 24/7. So he definitely needed to do this shit faster, but might be a little too late.
The problem is also though, until recently, there was never a platform for athletes to express themselves
to other athletes like that.
Exactly. Like
yeah.
I mean, you saw like Jeter made the Players Tribune like back then, but it was just an article. Let's be honest, our generation, people don't click on articles and read them. LeBron started uninterrupted about 2-3 years ago, so that was already too late at that point. But there wasn't a platform like there is now where everyone has this podcast where Cam can get on there with other athletes and he knows they're not going to make snippets and just put the worst out there.
That's true, but honestly, first take gives you a fair shot.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So
Melo was on there.
Shannon and Skip give you a fair shake. Now, first take when it was Skip and Stephen A, it was a little different story.
But that's the thing, though. It's back when this happened, FS1 wasn't a thing yet, and it was Skip and Shannon on ESPN. He really had no platform to do it. That's how I look at it.
So when I understood I knew exactly what he was already going to be saying because you can tell about how the way he carries himself. Like he's highly confident about himself and what he brings to the game, and then just the basis of everything. The shit is a business. They don't want those type of players to have that much confidence and everything. They just want everybody. This is a assembly line. Like, get in line, do what you got to do, and then the Odells, the Ochos, Cam Newtons, they don't. They don't. Yeah. It's not built for them to survive in, because they're gonna do everything. They're gonna take your money. They're gonna do. You can't wear those cleats. Oh, you gotta wear this type of helmet or whatever bullshit it is. But like,
you could be one of them if you have thick enough skin, is the thing. Yeah. I think the problem is some of them, like T.O. did this, and T.O. still performed at a high level forever because T.O. was just built like that. Yeah. Like OBJ doesn't, like, he's a great player, but he doesn't have the thick skin to do this stuff. Cam Newton, I mean, I guess we can probably almost say he didn't either, because like Neil said, since that year he has gone downhill a little bit. So, but if you have the thick skin, you could be a very open player. You just have to be ready to take everything that comes with it.
Yeah, definitely. But now I thought what he was saying when he was talking about just being a chameleon and like surviving, like I understood what he was talking about, like, because like you go through things, like, especially like athletics, like where you'll be on a team where nobody's from the same situation, or they're not from where you're from, but you gotta survive in that shit. Like
what's crazy is that like just like that point was brought up so many times over the past couple of days because of the Tiger Woods accident, and it was just like talking about how Tiger was such a transcendent athlete, and like when you're at the top, because Cam Newton was at the top, you know,
he's a monster.
Exactly.
He like 60 something touchdowns.
Right. And when you're at the top like that, it's really hard to find somebody to resonate with, because there's not many other people that are like that with you. So you really have to find, and that's when a lot of the people like that, like athletes, mostly athletes, because nobody else is really on another level as an athlete like that. They just keep to themselves, and that's when they start to break down. They don't have anybody to talk to. Like we didn't have podcasts like this where athletes can get on a podcast with other high level athletes and let it out. Yep. And a lot of the times it would be shown as a weakness back then, because you're connecting with peers and you're trying to, you know, let people into the way that you play the game. Like that's weak shit. But now that like mental health and everything is starting to become more full circle, it definitely shows in, you know, sports psychiatry, all this stuff. It 100% helps. And if you can find that as an athlete, somebody to talk to, somebody to be, you know, ask for advice or guidance with, then I think your career will strive much better than it would if you were locked down.
Yeah, but
like Tom Brady's always had somebody to resonate with. You know, even being the GOAT, he always found somebody on the team. Even at some point, you could say it was Bill Belichick. I mean, at somewhere there they had a breakup, but it either was Bill Belichick or it was Robert Kraft. He always had somebody to talk to, who at the time Robert Kraft obviously was one of the best owners, and Belichick one of the best coaches. Mm-hmm. So they always have somebody to speak to.
Yeah, and that shit is definitely like, that shit matters, because
100%.
Because if you, like you said, when you're at the top, nobody could really. He was already destined for that anyway. I felt like,
right, like
because
what are you going to talk to with somebody like you had a backup quarterback? What are you going to talk to with them? Like, they don't understand what you're going through. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you got the other side of it where when you need to just unwind, you also have to find somebody that doesn't want to talk sports with you, that understands you enough to that level where they can just be real with you and talk about, you know, whatever you're going through. Not, how'd you play in the game today? Like, you don't want to, after you get out of your game, Lawrence, you don't want to go home and talk to everybody about the game. Like, you're trying to decompress all that shit.
That shit was the worst, bro. I'm telling you, like, bro, I just got hit about 65 times. Pass pro on D tackles, D line. I don't want to talk about the goddamn game.
Right.
You don't want that. I'm just trying to have a good time, good night, and just chill. But bro, I thought it was powerful. Like, just hearing them speak, and like, I already knew what he was gonna say, and because you could just like, you kind of know he gave this kind of in snippets as he kept going, like, through his career. Like, I'll never forget after the Super Bowl, he said, I'll forget the exact quote. He was like, show me a bad loser or something like that. Show me a sore loser and I'll show you a loser. And then
show me a good loser.
Show me a good loser and I'll show you a loser. Like, if you don't understand that, then like, you really don't understand him. Like, you lost. He don't want to lose. He hates losing. Like, plain and simple. What do you want him to, like, accept defeat?
I don't understand. Like, what I understand that everybody made a big deal about him not jumping on the fumble or whatever, all that shit. I never understood any of that, man.
But the thing is, everybody we're watching it, but we're not on the field.
Yeah,
That ball is not in like at your wherever it was,
right.
And we don't know what. All right, we don't know what he saw, what's going on in his mind.
Right.
Like he could have had a lapse where he was like, oh shit, the ball's on the ground, and in that split second,
right, you gotta be able to think about it like that.
That
it was the biggest
when,
game of his career.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a split second decision. It was a mistake.
Yeah,
it happens.
Think about it like I'll put it frankly like this: when y'all are playing Warzone at home and you're playing and you turn the corner, you got reactions fast enough to shoot somebody that you don't see in time, you're probably getting smoked. That ball, it literally was, and probably happened like that for him, and he maybe just didn't jump on it in fast enough. That's what happens, man. Shit happens so fast. Like we see shit on a delay too. Like everything is crazy. Like you got to be in the game to know how fast that shit goes. Like Lawrence played college ball, so you know how fast that game was, but Division One college ball is a whole nother level. And then they say NFL is just like everything happens. Like
NFL is like that's
crazy,
that's ridiculous.
Like you got everybody on the field that's running, low, high threes to low fours to high fours, 40s, and they're moving full speed.
I had to one time at the rookie game. I had to pick up Buda Baker on a blitz on the other side of the line. Bro, when I say he was like a blur.
Oh, it's insane.
A blur. Like I'm like, holy shit, this motherfucker is fast as shit. And I'm like, insane. Bro, it's crazy. It's a different level. He said, "Yo, oh, it's good, Otto. It's good." Hey, listen, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for tuning into the IBTE Sports Podcast, coming over from Facebook.
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just generally pissed off all the time.
He was just breaking down Cam Newton's episode on I Am Athlete podcast. Definitely go check that out. You get to understand Cam a lot bit more, and I want to see. I know Odell's is coming. I know Odell's is coming.
Listen, I want us all.
Behind the scenes, he probably has one.
I want Percy Harvin to get his flowers, especially after Cam Newton's episode. Because, first of all, we really severely underrated Percy Harvin when he was in the league because of his concussions that he had.
Bro, he was a dog.
A dog is an understatement. Listen, you need a running back, I'll play running back. You need a receiver, I'll line up outside and inside. He
brought that position to life, that position to life.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I was like mind blown listening to Cam tell the story about how they were losing against LSU or whatever. Powerhouse team. They're like, get the ball to your best player, get the ball to Percy Harvin. And they drew up a play on the sideline, and he takes 80 yards to the house. That doesn't happen at D1 level. It doesn't happen.
And you know what? You know why his perspective is so important? Because he's not playing in the game. He's sitting there watching it first quarter to fourth quarter and not playing in the game. And he was literally like, he was the best player. Like, basically he said Tebow, it was made by Percy. So that was interesting.
He was a different breed.
Man.
In college for sure, in NFL he still was. And he needs to get his flowers. If he didn't have the concussions, it'd be so different.
Nah, that's Matthew Dellavedova. It does kind of look like me a little bit, though.
Yeah, Neil and Matt Dellavedova, the same kind of.
But yeah, like
he can't beat me in a shooting contest, though.
Yeah, y'all funny.
I was, if Neil's Matt Dellavedova, I was his LeBron when we played CYO.
Oh, for sure, carried me. Bro, but just to touch on like the greatness thing that I feel like, this could be a great segue into GOAT James as well. But like we underestimate greatness, I think, like what it takes mentally, not to mention the physical toll, but like the mental toll that it takes to be great, where literally every single thing you do is put under a microscope.
Well, I be so like, I have like statuses like where I want to reply to certain people on everything.
Bro, people don't understand.
Well, see, that's
where I like.
That's the problem with why we underestimate greatness, is because of these things right here. Because it is so easy for us now to just go to social media and say whatever we want about anyone we want without any sort of repercussions.
Right.
I can go on there right now and tell you LeBron James doesn't know how to play basketball. He's the worst human being in the world.
Yeah,
blah. And guess what? There's nobody of like real value is ever going to see it. So I know I can say whatever I want. And that's what people do. They know what they're saying is false, but they don't have to appreciate greatness because there's no one that's ever going to check them on it.
Yeah. So, like what you were saying, Neil, to like add on to it. I think a lot of people struggle to really grasp how like. I feel like everybody could be great at something, but people don't apply themselves. So when they go through, I feel like people go through life and they just watch other things that are great. They don't have nothing great themselves, and they're bitter and they don't like that. So I think that's where it comes from when people say like LeBron James is not like isn't great.
That's kind of like what I like. You don't like the mental. Like if you don't have that psyche, if you don't have the exhaust to go out and do something constantly, like you got to be able to accept failure. A lot of people can't accept failure. Like I can't, like just crazy, like a stupid example, like anybody that knows that I play games with, like I bought a PC. I cannot play mouse and keyboard, and I will not do it. I cannot take getting killed so much just to get better at playing mouse and keyboard. So I'll plug a controller, and sure, it might make me worse, but I just can't take being bad at something when I know I'm good at it.
That's what I'm going through right now is the reps of playing. Like listen, the other day I almost snapped this thing. Last night I almost snapped it over my knee. Like I was so close because I'm like, I'm about to go get the controller. I can't do this.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like you have to force yourself to fail almost just to get to the greatness level. Like they said, how many times did Michael Jordan got cut from varsity basketball? How many last second shots did Kobe miss? All that type of shit. And it's just crazy, man. It not like I already know I would not be able to do it. I couldn't do it, man.
I'm kind of glad you brought up the Michael Jordan narrative because I'm kind of tired of people using that though because he only got cut and played JV his sophomore year. Like in the real world, that's kind of normal.
No, I know.
But listen. In today's day and age, it might have been a thing, but back then, if you were a junior or senior, you always made varsity. So like, I'm sorry, like that narrative to me, like when we're talking about his greatness, I'm not. Don't die on that hill anymore, guys.
All right, man. We're bringing in. We're gonna be transitioning into NBA here. We got a special guest with us.
Who's coming in here?
We got my boy,
the founder, the creator
of Hooper's Rehab. Hooper's Rehab. You got Nigel Dunkley is in the building. He should be joining right now. Hold on.
Oh, I got questions for Nigel.
So do I.
He should be in there.
Oh, my guy.
Nigel,
I got questions.
Woo! Oh, take the mute off.
Yeah, you gotta unmute yourself, bro.
There we go.
Boy, Nigel in the building.
Wait, can we hear him?
No, I can't hear him. Make sure you got that computer audio. Make sure you got that microphone.
Oh, I think I got noise now.
Take these off. Y'all can hear me?
There we go.
Yep, yes, sir.
All right, what's up, fellas?
Yo, what's good,
What's
Nigel?
good?
Yo, nice jersey, bro. That's crazy.
I love over this way.
I need some of that. I mean, what the fuck is good, man?
We got.
I need a mask.
Nigel,
I gotta
who
put
you
my
know
order.
longer, Nigel? Me or Phil?
What's up?
Who you know longer, me or Phil? And I can't get a fucking penny.
The merch is on the web, bro.
Yeah, you gotta purchase.
No, you can't send me some. You can't send me a care package.
Listen, man. I only sent out a very few care packages. None of them were local, bro. But I got you. I got whatever you need. I got jerseys. I got masks. Compression shirts are almost gone. You might want to hop on those.
I'm too fat for compression shirts.
Right.
That's a fact.
All right, hold on. Well, y'all still going and shit, but we gotta let Nigel introduce himself. Get your self promo in real quick. We all know you, but let the people know who you are, what you do.
My name is Nigel. I'm an athletic trainer. I'm the founder of Hooper's Rehab, where we are doing injury prevention training. We are doing injury rehab. We do high school. We do college runs on the weekend. We do it all. Follow me on social media at Hooper's Rehab. Follow my YouTube. Subscribe. We're on Clubhouse. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on it all.
Everything. Yeah.
Listen, if you're in the area, and you consider yourself an elite hooper,
you gotta get with this man.
Yeah, if you're not working with him, you are not taking yourself seriously.
Bro, just to touch on, I mean, Nigel is a perfect example of never giving up, man. Like me and Nigel played AAU basketball together for 5 years, and we never saw any burn. Like never got any playing time. And now look at my son now. My man is training top level athletes, ready to go.
That's part of the reason I got a chip on my shoulder, though.
Exactly, man. That's what
Exactly.
you need. Sometimes,
Yeah, that's
sometimes
bro.
we need that.
Listen, that shit right there
Right.
get you further than the people that the shit is given
that
to.
have been handed to him.
Hello.
For sure.
Bro, that's it, bro.
It's crazy. You know, I got away from AAU basketball after all of that, but I'm getting ready.
I know. Yeah, Otto knows too. Otto's in the comments. He knows. He played with us too.
Most definitely.
Bro. Yeah, but not Nigel, just to fill you in, I don't know if you were watching before, but we're just talking about like embodying greatness and how people continuously disrespect people that are great, and just in the fashion they do it is just baffling. Like, I just don't like, for example, like LeBron, like people will sit there with a straight face and make a status or say something where it's just like, yo, LeBron's not great or some nonsense like that, which is just crazy.
That's because they've never been great at anything themselves, bro.
I just,
you know what I'm saying? That's as simple as you can put it.
It's
true. Simple.
Because you can dislike a person, but you still have to respect them. Like, if you got on the stage and literally said, I hate LeBron James, but he's still great, guess what? I understand where you're coming from, because you don't like him because he beat your team all the time. But for you to get there with a straight face and tell me he's not great, you're a hater and you're just jealous because you've never done anything of significance in your life.
Bro,
Right.
like, I understand the people
a lot
that
about
hate
these professional players, and you take the worst player on any roster.
we've been talking about
Yo, we
this.
talk.
They'll give you 75.
Bro, they'll clip you for 40 straight in the park.
Bro, you understand they are the man or even where they come from? Like, they really do this.
Right. Like not only NBA teams, but like the walk-on player at a Division I team, they'll smoke you. It won't even be
We're
close.
not even talking overseas. Do you see the love they get overseas?
Oh,
the
my
Tony Parkers, the Manu Ginobili's, the Dirks.
Crazy.
I just seen a post had Azonia from who do you play for?
Yeah. He played for the Nets. Or the Sixers.
Magic.
He played for Magic as well.
Yeah.
He just went home and got so much love, like he was LeBron.
Bro, Bosnians love basketball.
It's crazy.
They love basketball.
They do.
They love Jimmer Fredette over there, I'm guessing.
Otto's Bosnian. He loves basketball.
What, yo?
You see Nurkic. Janab Musa.
Luca
Garza.
Oh,
he's Serbian, bro.
All right, so Nigel's in the IBTE network. Fucking basketball fantasy league. I'm doing terrible. That's why I'm laughing. But yo, what's the recap looking like right now? We got Nigel on here, so
Neil, let us know what's going on.
What's the recap?
Who's not in first?
I'll let y'all know what's happening in the league, bro.
Hey,
I got you.
I beat Phil last week. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where was this recap last week?
I'm not doing too hot myself.
Bro, Phil has been talking shit since the first week.
Facts, he has. The videos are there right on the page.
And Neil, what did we tell him?
It's a long season.
Who's Luca and the boys though? Who is that?
Nick Bruzeis. Nick Bruzeis. Right.
Oh my, it would be Bruzeis. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick, man.
Yeah, so we're a couple weeks in. All-Star break's coming up. That means halfway through the season. So we're getting there. Right now, the standings, we're a 12-team league. So we got 1 through 12. We'll go through it real quick. And in first place, we got Luca and the boys. That's Nick Bruzeis. Second place is your boy. That's the Mob Squad. Come on. And third place.
Not first, but
not
third.
first or second, but third place. We got Phil, Baller Central. He's 4 games back of first place. That's third place that he's in again.
That's
Okay, I can first place back. Long season.
Whoa, we got Lewis. Lewis's team came from the dead, bro. He was
Lewis was like 1
out.
and 10.
Yeah, he was down and out. He's in 4th. Zoes and Hoes in 5th. Duke LaBella in 6th. Knicks 2021 champs. I mean, that name is just disgusting. They're in 7th. New Jersey Nets in 8th. Hooper's Rehab, Nigel, 9th. Right underneath him, Lawrence, 10th. But that's the rookie of the year. That's Lawrence.
Rookie of the year.
I made the first mistake, started the league.
I
And
put
weren't there for the draft?
Hayward in the free agency because I thought he was going to get hurt. I really just knew he was going to get hurt again. I put him in the free agency. He starts off the season killing for Charlotte.
Bro, you have an IR spot. Why didn't you just throw him on there?
But here's the thing that I'm confused about is you dropped him and then Phil picked him up. That's the only reason why Phil is doing well is because
1,000%. He has a good team too, but Gordon Hayward was the X factor.
You set him over the top.
He was the X factor. And then they took Jason Tatum out for 2 weeks because of COVID, and he missed how many games? I lost like 3 weeks straight. So
I don't want to talk about injuries right now, man. Listen, I'm out Christian Wood, Devontae Graham, Dennis Schroeder. Who else? My whole team is bad.
I'm missing what's the center from the Bulls? Laurie or whatever his name is.
Lauri Markkanen.
I dropped his fucking ass.
Yeah, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is hurt. I got Jaren Jackson hurt. CJ McCollum's hurt. So like,
bro, you got
Jaren Jackson been hurt since
you
you
gotta
drafted
drop
him.
Jaren Jackson, bro.
He might not ever come back.
That's my guy.
I
He's one of my
picked up
favorite
TJ
players
Warren
and shit.
to put on my injured spot. Then half my team got infected with the pandemic, so I had to get rid of it.
Right. I got to know what type of injuries they have, though.
Wait, I just got notification. The Grim Reapers just dropped Jaren Jackson Jr.
Rookie of the year move. Let's go. Rookie of the year move. Let's go.
Bro, he's got to do it. You had to do it. You're like 4 weeks too late, but you had to do it.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
Bro, but you dropped Wiseman and you kept Jaren Jackson.
Right.
I don't know.
That's not rookie of the year shit.
Well, he might be the only rookie, so he's got no choice but to win the award.
Yeah,
that's true.
You feel
that's
me?
True. That's
I'm
true.
gonna get something out of this year.
That's true.
Oh man.
Phil's gonna win if the championship was crowned the first week award.
All right, so since Nigel's here, we know he's got expertise in the basketball. What you thinking about the NBA season so far with the midseason coming up, All-Star break coming up? What you thinking? Who you liking from both coasts? Who's showing out for you? Player wise, rookie of the year. Who you thinking? What you got?
So, like top teams, I'm gonna go West. I'm really surprised with how the Jazz are doing, bro.
For real.
Like, I don't know if that's gonna carry over into the playoffs because that's when it really matters. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is incredible to see what they're doing. Obviously, the East Coast, Brooklyn is playing pretty well.
You already know.
Philly finally made some good moves. They have a mob this year, so you can't sleep on them. I'm surprised with how bad Milwaukee's doing.
Yeah, I'm too. But
they're struggling with the Pelicans right now.
Drew Holiday's been out too, though. He's had COVID, so they never really had. I don't know. I feel like they're missing. They've always been missing just something. You know what I mean? Like they're like Chris Middleton kills. I thought that the addition of Drew Holiday would be that. That top spot, but
because they need another guy. Right? They've always needed another guy. Because Chris Middleton, if he's your second best player, you're not a championship team.
No.
As far as rookie of the year, I got LaMelo Ball, man.
Absolutely.
Ball, Anthony Edwards is a close second.
He said,
I have someone else to throw in the rookie of the year.
Quickly, it would be my third. Go ahead.
Quickly.
Wait, you also got to remember Therese Halliburton from the Kings. He's doing work.
He's putting on work.
That would be my third. Excuse me. That would be my third. Halliburton is tough.
That's who I was.
I have him on my team. He's been doing work ever since I got him.
He reminds me of a modern day Kevin Martin, for real.
I would say a little bit better of a playmaker than Kevin Martin, just because he plays the point guard spot if he needs to. But yeah, that boy is that boy hoops, man.
If you followed college basketball, what Halliburton is doing does not surprise you. Like he's the perfect example of a guy that, like, if you followed the sport, you knew he had all the intangibles, and that's the kind of player you want. Like, because they label these kids bust when they come in because they're not fully ready yet. Halliburton was a kid that was ready to step in day one and be a contributor.
Yeah. But what you got to say about the Lakers? I mean, I know AD's hurt, but are you feeling comfortable with where y'all at right now?
I would.
Man, hell no.
I wouldn't think so.
Now.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with how we playing, but I know we're the champions, right? We're defending champs. We got the least amount of rest between any team, so a slump was expected.
100%.
We're just going through our slump right now. That's all.
Honestly, I don't think he'll do it because he's got too much pride. But LeBron needs a rest. He needs to rest. He does.
Nope.
He ain't
build that
rest,
MVP
bro.
resume.
I know he won't rest, but he's not going to win the MVP. So he should just rest.
Who's going to win the MVP?
Not LeBron.
Who you got?
It's so wide open right now.
It's It's very wide open.
I
if he plays well,
Damian Lillard's going to win MVP. To be honest with you,
I'd love to say yes, but that's never going to happen. The media doesn't vote that way. The MVP, it's either going to be someone from one of the top teams or someone like Luca who has a lot of name value. That's how the media votes.
I would say my pick's probably. I was going to say Embiid too. My pick's probably.
Well, yeah, but they're going to be a top team in the East.
If
Embiid, I haven't heard anyone say Jokic, and he's playing better than every single.
He is, and he's almost averaging a triple double.
So if you're going to give it to anybody, I wouldn't be mad if it went to Jokic. Well,
there's a perfect example of my point. If it's not someone from the top team or someone with extreme name value like Luca, they're not going to get it.
Bro, there's so much ball left, man, and like
right.
Injuries, man. That's all. I mean, but what Damian Lillard is doing is MVP caliber. Like, he should be in the MVP conversation. And if he's not, there's something wrong with the way that they gets voted on.
Well, there is something wrong with it. Because it's a popularity contest by the media.
Look who got snubbed. Devin Booker got snubbed in the All-Star game.
Bro, but
he only got him because of an injury 2 years running. Like,
that is crazy.
If that doesn't tell you something is wrong with the way things are run, then I don't know what will.
The thing is, as much as I hate to say it, because the fans should have a voice, the fans cannot be voted on All-Stars. That's what kills it.
Or at least decrease their value.
I don't understand fan voting.
Like Phil said, decrease the value of it. Because when a guy like Klay Thompson has the third most votes, it tells you right there.
Fucking stupid.
We're not voting on merit anymore.
I heard my boy Alex Caruso had a couple.
Yeah. He was top 10 in votes.
Him and Taco Fall last year was like top 10.
Yeah, Taco Fall got votes last year. In G League.
Meanwhile, you got my boy Jeremy Grant out here killing. Can't even make a reserve spot.
Crazy, bro.
I honestly think I would give Jeremy Grant most improved. Honestly,
he's got it. Listen, I don't know who else you give it to.
He's killing.
He is. He went there. He said, "I want my own team. I'll go to Detroit and take less money to show you I can do it," and he's doing it.
Maybe Christian Wood.
Hey, I don't blame him. Julius is so upset about that move. He did what was best for him.
Christian Wood was doing this, though.
I would say Christian Wood can't get most improved because he did this last year.
He did this last year. It just was in a very short.
Right. Jeremy Grant went from being a sixth option to being the go-to guy, and he's putting up numbers.
Yeah, but like Nigel talked about Utah, but Utah, I feel like they're always there, right?
Listen, Nick Wright put it perfectly on First Things First today. He said Utah needs to have a conversation with the 2017 Raptors, the 2019 Bucks, and the 2015 Atlanta Hawks. Phenomenal regular season teams, but we all know you have zero chance of winning a championship. Show me one person in the world who thinks they're going to win a 7-game series against the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Nets.
What team is this?
The Jazz. You're not winning a 7-game series against all three of them.
Brown and 3.
Listen, because the thing with the Lakers right now is, the Lakers right now are slumping. Like Nigel said, they are slumping. Okay,
yeah.
It's to be expected.
AD, why do we need AD to come back? Don't come back, AD. Come back in the playoffs. Dennis Schroeder's going to come back from COVID. Realistically, the
AD load manage. AD.
If the Lakers get a 6 seed, what's the difference between them getting a 6 seed and a 1 seed? It really don't matter. So
you win.
Right. Just get AD 100%. That's all that matters.
Because he's not like you get a bye.
He's going to be the main difference between a repeat or not for the Lakers. If you don't have AD, you're not going back to back.
I'm thinking with the slump right now that the Lakers are definitely making moves at the trade deadline. I don't know who they go and get, but they need to go get somebody.
When is the deadline?
Listen, next week.
Next week.
Sneaky pickup. Boogie just cleared waivers today. Why not?
Kenny, you took the words right out of my mouth, Kenny.
Oh,
he didn't get his fair shake his first time around with us.
That was the goal all along, though, for Boogie. He was
to bring it back, right?
He was always supposed to come back to the Lakers, so I think that's where he's going to end up.
Boogie, what?
They cut that down.
That's just you get Boogie. AD definitely take your time coming back.
Yeah, I think there was a report.
They already got time playing together because they played with each other in New Orleans.
Hello.
No, they didn't play with each other, Neil. They dominated.
Right.
I got to watch them too in New Orleans. That was ridiculous.
Bro, it was insane.
That
Listen,
was ridiculous. I watched.
He
I
got
watched.
the best two big men
watched
in the league at the same time on the same team.
I watched AD get a triple double. He had 35 points, and then Boogie had like 20 and like 15 or something crazy like that. Just cooking.
Just think about what that lineup looks like if you get Boogie with that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you get 75% of what Boogie was in his prime, oh my goodness.
You'll get something.
I think
With Trez
Drew
coming off the
Holiday's
bench,
a bucket too when he was playing.
Drew Holiday?
Yeah, when he was on the Pelicans.
Oh yeah,
with
he's
two.
no joke.
He was
Yeah.
a bucket, bro. I was like, wow.
Bro, but
I didn't know he was that good.
Bro, we don't know. Like, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but I really don't see the Nets losing. Like, we won 9 straight now. We just smoked. We put up 130 tonight on the Magic without
Slim
Kevin
Reaper.
Durant. Like, we're doing this without Kevin Durant. He hasn't played in almost a month.
here's
That's
my
cool.
only thing with
Appreciate
that's
you, show, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Can you play defense against the Lakers for 7 games? You can beat them once or twice.
That's fine.
Maybe even 3 times.
I don't think the Lakers
You're
are
not
putting
beating
up,
them 4 out of
I
7.
don't think the Lakers are putting up 140 points a game. I don't think they can do it.
With your defense, they might be able to do it 4 times.
Like, okay, I guess you can make the army. Obviously, the Warriors had better defense when the Warriors were a dynasty, but you had to
Far
outscore,
better defense.
But
Not
you
even
had
close.
to. I know it's not close, but you had to still outscore them, so they could score 120 and also
Right.
hold you to 100. I don't.
But
think
you had to outscore them while they were still playing defense on the other end.
I just don't think. I just don't think people can outscore them. I don't think defense matters.
Let the Lakers add another big, and how are you stopping them down low? When you just have DeMarcus.
The Rockets did this. The Rockets really did this. They did this against they blew the 3-1 lead against the Lakers or against the Warriors. They really came out and were dropping. Harden was dropping 50, and they played no defense, like none, 0 defense.
That's
Worse
cool.
than
You know what
the
you're
Nets
forgetting? The LeBron factor. Not one of those teams you mentioned have LeBron James.
Come on, man. Braun in 2, man.
Yeah, that's
Don't
true.
tell him that, Kenny. Don't tell him that,
That's
man.
true. That's true. But
Listen,
what happened
go
the last
back.
time?
Hold on. Time
Go
out.
back to
Time out.
the-
Time
go back
out.
to
Time
that
out.
year.
Time out. I want to point out how his whole demeanor changed when he said the LeBron factor. You know.
Bro, if KD is healthy, he's outplaying LeBron, and he's.
You know what's wild? You know what's really wild though? If J.R. Smith knows the score of the game and LeBron wins game 1, I don't think that that whole series changes too. And they had KD in that team.
That series was over.
It was over because J.R. didn't know the score of the game.
It didn't matter.
And it made a
That
big
fucking
difference.
did not matter. That shit was over, bro.
All right, there's 5 of us in this thing right now. Everybody right here, after watching game 1 and they lost that game, we all knew it was over, right?
Yeah,
But-
LeBron.
It took the air out of the series, right?
Bro said,
But-
he said, what are you
If
doing?
JR
That's the
if J-
6.
Right because of how that game ended, right? We just knew it was over.
No way.
But if J.R. Smith rebounds that ball and just goes up and they win the game,
No
aren't
way.
you going to give Bron maybe a chance? Something crazy
Sure,
could
I'll
happen
give
now.
LeBron a chance, but he ain't winning that series.
We don't know that. Literally, the J.R. Smith not knowing the score took the air out of that whole series. I don't care what anybody says. You saw it. It doesn't take like Ray Charles saw that shit.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Draymond Green getting suspended with the kick.
No, you can't though because that took 2 games. That's not even equivalent. I'm sorry.
How
it's
is that
not.
not equivalent?
It's not.
Explain yourself.
Well, first of all,
It's the
because
same
they had
logic.
no, it's not because they had Team USA stuff. LeBron had just LeBron on his team. You had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. You had Iggy, who everyone's bragging about how great Iggy is. They still had Harrison Barnes, who was a contributor. They had plenty of great players on that team. Who would LeBron have after LeBron on that Cleveland team?
Harrison Barnes was garbage, and that was what game? And what game did he get suspended?
He got suspended. He missed Game 6. That was it. So he was there for Game 7 still.
So it's a wrap. It's a wrap if he doesn't get suspended. Then
I don't understand your logic there.
I don't understand. Your
Because-
logic. If
because
Jared
you-
Smith
because
scores
you
a
didn't-
bucket,
because you-
all of a sudden
because you
LeBron
didn't-
gets a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't say the same thing with the Warriors if
Right,
they have a full squad for Game 6.
But they had the full squad again for Game 7. And they had the game squad for the whole beginning of Game 5.
Where was Game 6 played though?
Game 6 was played in Cleveland, but Game 7 was played in Golden State.
That's a fact. They had the Deli show right there, baby.
No, they didn't have the Deli show because this was the year when Deli didn't do nothing.
He still was on the team. That's all that Steph Curry needed. That's all he needed was to see Dellavedova on the bench, and he was scared shitless.
Jesus.
Look at that. Look at the picture. Look at little baby Steph. Look at his daddy.
That was the first year where if Kyrie or Kevin Love, not even both of them,
Nah,
just
that was
one of them didn't.
Well,
If just one of them didn't go down,
Nigel,
the
tell
Cavs
me,
win that series.
tell me I'm crazy, but if I see Steph Curry in real life, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Yeah, you crazy. You know Steph Curry really Aki, man. Like he spent a lot of his rehab in the gym for real.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't underestimate.
Don't underestimate.
Don't underestimate.
I'm weak.
So you don't think I could beat him?
1v1, a fight. What are we talking about?
No, he wants to fight him.
I don't want to fight
beat him up.
Something's wrong with you.
Just take out them weak ass ankles.
He's
got the pussy ankles. That's right. I forgot.
They're held together by
That's
paper.
your only hope.
That's my only hope.
He gonna curry shimmy you after he knocks you out.
This is athletic history right here. This was on a different timeline. We weren't supposed to be on this one.
They didn't even speak in the huddle going into overtime. That's Bron was just so upset. He was like, I hate this team.
He said, y'all not that ass. Y'all know I'm leaving, right?
Right. Literally.
You know I'm leaving, right?
That's what this picture says. This picture says, I gave you guys too much in my career.
Well, as we listen,
Twice.
I think everybody that was watching that game was just in shock. Like, yo, what is he doing?
What's he doing?
As a grown man, I cried for LeBron watching that shit. I said, this poor guy, because now I got to hear from everybody that KD's better than him and he can't win, and it's not even his fault. The man put up 45 points. I've never he literally single-handedly won that game, and J.R. Smith did everything to undo it in 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's heartbreak, man. He went crazy. He was going crazy
by himself. He was beating the USA Olympic team by himself. Am I wrong?
Bro, listen, he really faced the craziest team assembled in NBA history.
USA Olympic team. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Boogie Cousins. They all played for Team USA. Every single one of them.
Well, he came back from 3-1. They didn't have KD.
I know. I'm talking about that series right there.
Yeah, I'm talking about when he had he basically faced the 2 best teams ever.
Well, if you want to get technical like that, they had Iggy who played for Team USA, so they had 14 players on Team USA.
But what really is crazy is that LeBron, suspension aside, everything, obviously y'all know I'm a LeBron fan, but he came back. That 3-1 comeback, I think, personally solidified him as the GOAT. That's just my.
They were 73-9.
Let's unpack it.
They were 73-9.
They had the best record. They had the unanimous MVP.
They lost 4 games at home all year, and they dropped 2 or 3 to LeBron in the playoffs alone.
Right.
What?
I know Jordan and Pippen were watching after the series. I know they were just, all happy and ecstatic that they didn't get the chip to solidify the.
Because now, even though they went 73-9, we'll never call that team the greatest team ever.
Yeah, don't mean anything.
I don't know, man. I wish that a lot of people nowadays got to see Jordan play. Turn on the NBA TV channel and watch some throwback games. Yes, Jordan was obviously leaps and bounds. Just until he did that 3-1 comeback, he's the GOAT. But Jordan didn't. The competition I don't feel like it was there.
Well, you know what's crazy?
How you feel, Nigel?
Man, Kobe Bryant is the undisputed GOAT.
He's got to say that. I can't speak ill of the dead, so I got to be quiet.
I don't give a fuck. That's crazy.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Neil, that's your opinion, my brother.
Yo.
See, here's my thing. You know what's crazy though, Neil? What apparently you and I forget. Jordan only played 6 seasons, so we can't count anything else that he did. We only can count the 6 seasons he won championships.
We can only count the ones that won championships.
Because
Neil, you said LeBron is the GOAT?
100%.
Yeah. How many times did he lose in the finals?
Oh, here we go.
See, here we go.
I just want to know.
No, but you know what I want to know, Nigel? Is it more impressive to lose before you get to the finals, or is it more impressive to just get there?
It's impressive to get there, 8 straight times?
How about getting to the finals 10 straight times?
Wait. I also want to bring up something that hurts LeBron's legacy as well. the finals run against the Mavs. Like,
Yes, but that's one. That's one. You know what? Okay, so if we're gonna say that, do we forget? Because everyone says like if Jordan didn't leave, he would have had 8 straight. Do we forget that Jordan came back and lost to that Magic team in the conference final? Or like, is my mind like did that not happen?
Yeah, bro, that's what.
Because I'm confused. They tell me all the time if Jordan didn't leave to play baseball, he would have won 8 straight. But Jordan came back and lost to Penny and Shaq. Was that a different time? Like, is that something I made up?
Bro, but okay, so Nigel, how long have you felt that Kobe was the GOAT? Since he's been dead or for all time?
Oh my God.
Bro, I've always
Bro, that's respectful.
What?
Respectfully.
No, but I get what he means because some people after Kobe passed away, a lot of people hopped on the "oh, he's the GOAT now" thing. I get what he was trying to say. He just came across as aggressive.
Nah. Yeah, that's always been my mindset. Listen, I grew up watching literally every single Laker game, bro. Kobe has done so many things that I will never see replicated ever. That's my GOAT, man. That's where I stand.
So
I have an opinion.
I just personally, I think
got 5 of them things.
I don't even like comparing them no more, though. I just like to appreciate greatness, bro. Because I hated on Bron the entire time he was on Miami. You feel me? I could have just
watched the greatness.
You know what I'm saying? Just appreciated it. Steph Curry. So many people hate on Steph, bro. I watch Steph every night do things that we'll never see again. Trey is very close, but
nah, it'll never be like that.
He'll never be like Steph, bro.
That's why I kind of have trouble.
That's his idol.
A GOAT because I don't want to at this moment because we just all got to appreciate greatness and whatever form is Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, or whoever is up next. That's why I'm on the fence about who is the greatest of all time because everyone else is gonna have their own definition and no one's gonna come along as a conglomerate or 100% and have the same exact answer. So it's like one of those tough questions because we can debate all we want. You're gonna have your facts. He's gonna have his facts.
I think.
I hear you, but
go ahead.
My thing with Bron is like any type of argument you want to make, he has a case for though. Like you want to talk stats, he's going to end up he's going to be the number 1 leading scorer
in every major
top 5
in
assists
in every major category.
He's going to lead every stat.
You want to
talk? I will say
he already has 4 right now.
LeBron is the most durable athlete I have ever seen in any sport.
You want to talk longevity?
I will give LeBron that for sure.
Bro, how is it possible? Like, what does he must be just crazy, right? Like, what do you even, are you just born with that? Like,
He
you
got
gotta just be born with
secret
it.
sauce or secret juice.
But the thing with LeBron, too, is we see how great he makes everybody around him. Let's remember when LeBron left Cleveland, they were like a finals competitor team, right? They got to the conference finals. LeBron leaves.
That's huge.
They're number 1 in the draft, okay?
That matters.
You know what happened? Do you know what happened when Michael Jordan left to go play baseball?
We made the playoffs, though.
They finished with 55 wins, and Scottie Pippen finished second in MVP voting. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So LeBron was doing it with nobodies. He brought the island of misfit toys to the finals against the Spurs. You know who his second best player was? An average Mo Williams. LeBron James had people thinking Mo Williams was a superstar. That's how good LeBron James is at basketball.
He was a clip in a video game though. He was a bucket.
Because LeBron James made the developers think he was good at basketball.
He got Ilgauskas' jersey hung.
Now you're saying that this man was a walking Gatorade boost, just plus 5 to everyone's skill attributes on the team.
No, plus 12.
Bro, but like I'm trying to touch on like what Nigel said about the durability, like that to me, like athletes, like I'm 25. When I wake up in the morning, my back hurts and I don't do shit, man. I'm not playing basketball. This man he went to 10 straight finals and he's still out there hooping every single night.
Listen, I play adult league kickball, okay? And every fall when the first game happens, that whole week I wake up on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning and I can't walk.
Okay? Y'all better go get a massage gun.
Bro,
I've been out of shape.
Stretching. I gotta start stretching.
Listen, man, I've been out of shape since we graduated high school.
We are not even 30 yet.
Bro, I need the plan. You need to send me a plan.
The point being made here is that the man is older than me by a decade, and he's been playing sports at the highest level for too long, and he plays 10 out of 12 months of the year. And it doesn't matter.
No science.
And he's had 1 year where he missed a lot of games due to injury. 1 year. And he could have still played, but he shut it down because they were out of the playoffs. They said, you know what, Bron?
Bro, I'm watching the game last night. right? We getting our face beat in by the Jazz last night. I seen it had to happen in the span of like 5 minutes. Brown comes down the lane, he catches a pass from like Alex Caruso. Everybody clear out. He booms it, right? And where he jumped, bro, I'm like, he's been jumping that high for how long?
Crazy.
At 36?
Ever.
Year 18?
Since 03.
That's insane.
Year 18, like
Nobody's trying to step in front of that still to this day.
No, why would anybody want to do? Why would anybody want to run into that 6'8", 240? No,
it's a lot of
that's
pain.
That's a lot of pain.
Drafted in
Listen,
2003.
and draft experts, stop comparing guys to LeBron James because there will never be another one. And
That's another thing. We have we don't hear nobody.
We've never seen one before, and we'll never see another one.
No.
Like
what I was saying was like we never see anybody talking about this is the next Jordan. It's the next Jordan.
Or Kobe. We never hear anybody say this is the next Kobe.
This is the next Kobe.
Yeah.
We don't hear that shit. It's just Braun.
It's disrespectful.
Every year.
Because
remember what was the guy they tried to replace him with in Cleveland? Anthony Bennett. Next to Braun.
Listen, here's where they messed up too. They told me Andrew Wiggins was the next LeBron James, and that's why Andrew Wiggins is labeled a bust because he's not a bad player. But when you're telling me when he's 18 years old he's next to LeBron James and he turns out to be Andrew Wiggins, well, now it's a problem.
It's the same thing.
So now you're telling me Anthony Bennett was the next Andrew Wiggins, who was the next LeBron James. Now they all stink. I mean, and now Zion Williamson's the next LeBron. There is no other LeBron James. Nobody will ever be LeBron James.
I don't think we'll ever see it again.
Ever.
It's not going to happen. It's impossible.
Maybe his son.
Nah, probably not.
No.
You never know. if anyone's got a chance,
we're not even gonna put that pressure on that young man. Let him be.
But if anyone's got a chance, it would be his son because you're learning from the man himself.
He just tore his meniscus too.
Ooh.
Who did?
He just had surgery today.
Just had surgery today.
Bronny did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, Bronny, hit up my man at Hooper's Rehab. We'll get you right.
Bronny, come get right. Matter of fact, I should be in LA this summer, man. Let's get right, bro.
Hello.
I was gonna say you might have to get flown out because he ain't coming to Utica.
I wouldn't want him to, bro. I'll fly out there.
Yeah, that's
Bronny.
Big LA
Hooper's Rehab. We'll get you right.
I'm definitely trying to. I'm planning a couple of trips out there.
So
to go out there.
So Nigel, what do you think is the key? What do you think is the key for athletes to stay in prime shape? Would it be diet? Would it be? I mean, it's probably a combination of things. But what would you put at the highest peak, like the highest point of the pyramid?
For athletes, say that again. Staying what?
To stay in the peak shape.
3 things: taking care of their body, and that's all that goes into it as far as nutrition. Yes, recovery, sleeping, getting enough sleep at night. Eating the right things, stretching. Like I'm telling y'all. Just doing things like that, bro, goes such a long way. I just had an injury myself not too long ago, but the fact that I do these things on the regular, bro, it didn't really faze me. I came out of it a lot quicker than your average person would. Y'all would probably, anybody would probably be down for a while, but I bounced back quick. So just little things like that, it's beneficial.
Right.
Also, side note, Nigel, you've had the benefit and know it all to play basketball with both me and Neil in the past. Who do you think will win a 1v1, me or Neil?
You get smoked.
I haven't seen either of you hoop in a very long time. I'm not gonna lie.
Nigel, you can tell me who
Phil more
JV
recently.
was.
Going off past experiences.
Don't forget, I played JV with Nigel.
All 3 of us then. Going off past experience, who would win 1v1v1 or however you want to put that format in?
I'm confident that I would cook all of you.
Well, that wasn't a question.
There we go.
Bro, that's his answer. That's an answer, bro. That's what's up.
I'm talking about leaving a few of y'all on 0. I might not get the ball back.
That's sorry, Phil.
Nigel, are you tall now? How tall are you now?
Nah, I'm 5'11". I'm not tall. I mean, I got some tall.
That's taller than me.
Who would give you the toughest time though?
They had me playing the post at 5'11".
He already knows. He already knows. That's all I do.
Right now, who give me the toughest time? Probably Lawrence.
That's all I do is play defense.
He said, all I do is play defense. How you going to score?
I don't need to score.
You need to be microwave.
If you can't score, how? I don't need to score.
We're going to be out there all
day?
Who gets tired first?
You're going to quit eventually.
You're definitely done then. If that's a terrible strategy.
Talk to Tony Allen about that. Talk to Pat Bev.
He's not Tony.
They got-
Allen. He's not.
They got.
We're talking about Nell being tired after 0.3, bro. He's talking about being out there all night.
He's saying you ain't scoring 3.
Scoring threes.
That's
He said you ain't scoring 3.
That's a terrible plan.
He said you ain't scoring 3.
Bro, I mean, I just need to get in shape first, and then we can talk about it. I mean, right now, I could probably play maybe 5 points of basketball, like 11 on 11, or 5 on 5. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, but if we're playing 1-on-1, you only get 3 dribbles. I'm not down for this James Harden.
Okay, Kenny, 3 dribbles. Okay.
Gotta play 3 dribbles.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
listen, that's not how basketball is played. You don't get to run around. No.
Bro, I don't
Get
need
the ball.
3
This
dribbles, bro.
is not the part.
You just check up with me and give me a little space from the top. That's all. That's all
That's
I need.
why I'm not gonna lie. My high school runs, that's why I implement a shot clock. You got 10 seconds to move the ball around, or it's
The fact that it goes viral makes this next generation think that's what you need to do. But like, look at him. Like, where is he?
He dribbles way too much.
Yeah, if we're doing the whole 3 dribble rule, I'm out of that situation automatically because Nigel's seen my handles. He knows I'm just a spot-up shooter.
spot up shooter.
Well, that's even better.
That's it. That's me too.
Because you don't got to dribble. That means when I check
That's
up,
that's a lot of contested shots. You better believe. You better follow through.
You can't contest my shot, bro. It's
Yo,
uncontested.
so I know how to create space.
I got space. I don't feel it. I don't feel
Listen,
it.
I got a dad bod now, so I'm moving a lot of you guys just out of pure force.
Yeah, all right.
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight.
Bro, we'll get Phil. We'll get the other Phil, the other Asian Phil. We'll get Phil Nugent. I got my 3. I got Kenny, me, and Phil against Lawrence, Nigel, and this Phil. And I got us by 5 buckets. Easy.
Because I'm saying we want undefeated in CYO. And like Phil
We can
Nugent
set
still,
that up for sure.
You talking about
you
talking about putting me and Nigel on the same team?
Because
It's
listen,
over.
bro,
We're not gonna
Phil Nugent's
lose.
still in shape, and he got that jumper.
Promise
so
you
all
we're
I'm
not
doing
gonna
is
lose.
camping in the paint and chucking it out to him.
Bro, I'll put Kenny on you, and that's it. You're locked, Lawrence.
Let's connect with Phil because Phil been talking too.
You're gonna. Why would you, bro? That is a blow by. Kenny's not sticking with me.
That's what they think.
Lawrence, you can't
That's
dribble.
what they think.
I'm
He
decent.
ain't got
I'm
no
not
handle.
horrific at
He ain't got
dribbling.
no handle.
But I'm going past you, bro. I'm definitely going
You
past
gotta
you.
have
Hit
handle to
you
get
boom,
past.
hit
You
you
can go
boom,
past when
one
I'm taking
time.
the ball.
Never.
Yeah, check that.
But I'll hit the ball with me.
Never.
I see the chat. It don't mean shit to me because you can't. You don't shoot better than me.
Man, we gotta set it. Our all coming soon.
Listen, Neil got the jumper. Phil, you don't sleep on Neil's jumper.
I mean, I haven't shot a basketball in a year probably.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I mean, I'm just saying.
I ain't trying to. Y'all talking crazy.
Let me and Neil come out of retirement. Y'all don't want to hear that.
Yo, let me just spend a week. Let me spend 2 weeks with Hooper's rehab, and y'all don't want to see me on the court.
Hello. Let me get in on these runs.
You're saying me, Nigel, and Lawrence on one team.
Phil, don't talk like you're some elite guy. The only problems we would have is with Nigel and Lawrence.
Wouldn't have any problem with Lawrence. No problem with him.
He just fast and strong. But he's gonna forget the ball, so we good.
He's not gonna go.
This is why I be saying people just be disrespecting. Like I can play the game.
It ain't football.
Yeah, that's right. It's not.
I'm an athlete. I can play any sport. It don't matter.
Lawrence, I put the clamps on you in 8th grade when you played for.
You said 8th grade. You said 8th grade.
That's our last match.
8th grade. I did not reach. I didn't even reach a quarter of my athleticism at that point. I hate to break it
to you, but that's the most recent tape we got in the matchup.
You're funny.
What have you done to me lately?
Well, you're funny.
All I have to do is
I play every week though in the league up here. It just ended, but I just stay active. So I'm not a year out of shooting a basketball like you. You're gonna have trouble. Yeah, you said a whole year.
It's like riding a bike.
Bro, listen.
Okay,
the chemistry. You don't understand the chemistry. You got
undefeated, baby.
We never lost a game together.
You understand? Phil's shot percentage off passes for me was like 95%.
Bro, Phil,
listen, I was Nikola Jokic. I was Nikola Jokic before Nikola Jokic was a thing. I would get the boards and I would facilitate crazy.
Phil Nugent works for the Nets. If he can't come and carry me, then he should not be able to work for that team anymore.
I'm busting. I want Phil guarding me. All right.
That's a fact. I ain't guarding you. I'm guarding Phil. I'm guarding this Phil. I ain't guarding you.
That's 5 easy threes then. if his wheels are
Jesus.
Phil can't stay in front of me. He never could. I'm blowing right by him.
Bro, he has the
Right,
slowest
but he got the
lateral
best
quickness.
chance. But he's got the best chance out of the three of us.
Yeah, he does. Because I ain't standing there. I'm gonna follow the shit out of you. That's all.
No, we're playing a 1-2 zone. What am I saying?
Yeah, we're in the
The
zone.
1-2 zone.
Nigel,
Yikes.
now, do you get double teamed? All you have to do is kick out to me. I got you.
Oh man.
They really, fellas, they really don't want any smoke.
stop it. I want all the fucking smoke.
We're talking like at the end of the day, we're talking about something athletic and competitive. I'm not fucking losing.
Oh, you're not shit. It's
Not
a
losing.
5-game
And it's
series.
not. And Nigel does this shit every day. How you gonna give me
Don't
Nigel? How you gonna give me Nigel? Like I'm not gonna lose.
All right, bro. We might have to switch teams.
All right, no, no, I'm gonna rock with Nigel. Like you picked the teams already,
Info.
bro.
You got me too. I'm on the team too.
Bro, I don't know. All I'm saying is that me and Phil, my Phil, the real Phil, we don't lose when we're on the same team.
Confused.
That's all I'm
The
saying.
real Phil.
We're
Kenny has a team
undefeated.
as well.
Well, Kenny's gonna do work. I already
We're
know.
undefeated. We're
Y'all
undefeated.
Y'all seen
Y'all
Kenny's
funny.
jump hook? That shit is. Whack.
Listen, number 51, I was Fed Mellow Jr.
Bro,
on that
y'all
squad,
funny, bro. Y'all kill me.
Don't make me pull
The
out
disrespect,
the
the disrespect is crazy.
Bro, we're gonna do this though. Like
The
for real, I'm
disrespect
down.
is wild,
Like,
Nigel.
I got my Peloton in the other room. I'm gonna start riding that. And
Hello, I
I'm
got
good.
the stair
He
climb.
Nigel, he talking about he
The
got it.
running
He
game.
gotta get ready. We ready now.
Right.
We are ready tomorrow.
Like
Right. Well,
we,
see, the problem
we
is
can
gotta
schedule
wait
this
our third
Sunday.
teammate to
Like what do
return to
we?
But-
We
No,
can
we
out-
can't.
Exit
Our third
exit what?
teammate-
Exit
our third
31.
teammate-
It's mid-season right now. So
Exit
we
31.
That's okay. That's fine. I can
we got-
hit the
we-
gym any day. I have
Exit-
gym.
Exactly. That's
Right.
That's not an
Exit
issue.
30.
Right,
Listen,
but see-
I'm on exit 26. Exit 31.
But
Not
see,
far away.
We gotta wait
feel
for our
me?
third teammate. The season's gotta end. He's
Yeah.
working right now. You know, like
Heard
he's
you.
working with KD and them boys right now. So
He's
you just gotta
teaching
give us
KD
some
how to shoot
time.
right now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Right.
So you just got to give us
Just
some
gotta
time.
give us some
but,
time.
but once we get him back, you know, then we can have this conversation.
What about a 2v2?
Nah, I'm out.
But where's that leave you? Where Steve Phil's talking all this shit, but he's quick to jump out of it, right?
No.
Nah, I'll back out of it. I'll back
You
out of it.
I'm out of that.
Oh, he don't want no smoke, Nigel. He don't want no smoke.
Well, hold on.
No
If we're
smoke.
playing 2v2, I want Nigel and it's Lawrence and Phil.
We can do that.
Because Kenny isn't involved in the shit like you are, Phil. And Lawrence always talking shit. I'm an athlete. Shut the fuck up. All right?
I'm just an
Come
innocent
get this-
bystander.
When did I say that?
You just said that shit like 2 minutes
Because
ago.
you guys
Well,
brought
you
up
really
big,
did
but no,
say-
because you guys brought up you a football player, I can play any sport.
All right, so see me on the golf course this summer.
I just
See me in
chose
baseball, bro.
to perfect football. There's a big difference. Don't get it fucked up now.
So see me on the golf course this summer.
Hit me up on
I'll
the
join,
base,
bro. It don't matter. Like
Oh
it
my
don't
God.
matter. It don't matter. You heard what? Just like Anthony Edwards said, golf, foosball, tennis, hockey. It don't matter. Like I'm gonna be great at it. You heard what he said? That's how I feel. Like
Bro, tennis is legit. Bro.
Hey,
Tennis
y'all
is
seen
fun
that?
as fuck.
I know y'all seen that dunk that Anthony Edwards
oh
dunk.
my
Oh
god.
Couple games ago?
Goodness.
Bro, is that dunk of the, we know it's
Took that
dunk of the
man's soul.
year, but let's take it back a little further. I haven't seen that type of
Yeah,
contact. and
that was
Long
crazy.
time.
He disrespected that man. No, we haven't seen that since Brandon Knight was ejected from the NBA after getting dunked on.
Brendan Knight is still in the court somewhere.
Bro, I still got PTSD of what's his name stepping over him and watching that shit. Oh my
Kyrie?
goodness. No,
DeAndre
no,
Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan's dunk.
oh,
Yeah,
oh.
where he put him in the coffin.
And he made the face
He
after.
said, he said IBTE versus so.
Yeah.
Who he got over there, Phil? Who he got over there? Yeah, you just said against his squad.
Yeah, he has some basketball videos uploaded. He has a squad with him.
Man,
I'll take our five. I'll
bro.
take this
I'll
five.
take
right
this
here,
five
Justin.
right here, bro. Nobody's beating this 5.
y'all
Oh,
feel
now he's saying he's. Oh, it's
I cook y'all.
it's barbecue chicken for you.
He said they'll cook us. I
Yeah,
don't
what's
know
chef?
about all that.
Barbecue chicken.
So what's your top 5 players? Any position? Well, let's go 1 through 5 in the
If
league
I'm
right
picking
now.
a 5 right now in the league, Like
At every position, though. Every position.
Wait, before we start, do I get to play Bron at the point?
No.
So they
No?
have to
Okay.
play their position.
They have to play their position.
Primary position.
What's Luca's position?
Small forward.
Luca's yeah.
He's
Okay,
a small
I'll go
forward. He's not point guard.
But Lucas
That's
never
as
played
small
small
forward.
forward since the day he came in the league, though. At most, he's a 2-guard.
But he plays small forward on the Mavs.
I kind
No,
of
he
consider
doesn't.
him
He plays
a guard
point.
too. He plays point for the Mavs.
That's what yeah. You're asking me. I think Luca's a point, but all right, I've never seen him really play small forward.
Oh, it's
ever.
easy. It's an easy 5 for me. Easy 5 for me.
Let's hear it.
Number one, my point guard, my point god. I got Dame Lillard. Number 2, we got James Harden. Easy money. Number 3, we got.
Just
Bron.
say the Brooklyn Nets, bro.
No, I got Bron. I got Bron at 3. And then
Yeah,
for the
Jeff
4,
Green at the 4.
no, but the tough. That's the tough spot. Power forward is tough, man. I don't really know any
Can
power
you center
forwards
that
like
at power
that.
forward, right?
Yeah, you do. Anthony Davis.
I was about to say Anthony
Oh, yeah,
Davis.
but he's a center.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not.
He's a power forward.
Jokic is a center. Embiid is a center.
I was gonna put. All right, well then there's only one option. Then you got to put Anthony Davis and then Jokic at my 5.
That's my 4 and 5. My 1 is probably that's tough because Dame killing, Steph killing, Kyrie is different. Is one of them 3.
Yeah,
The 2, James Harden is torching.
it's got to be James Harden.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Well,
But I mean,
If you
you
ask
can
Kyrie,
say
I
Kyrie
would
Bradley-
say
Harden's
the
point
same
guard
thing
now.
as Neil.
Kyrie says James Harden's the point guard now. Just throwing it out there.
And he's leading the league in assists.
positionless NBA. You got Jokic bringing up the ball.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying. Jokic plays point guard for that team sometimes.
Imagine if we had a positionless lineup.
But that's the thing. Like Draymond Green, for example, he doesn't have a position that he plays. He can literally play all positions.
And guard all 5.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to make a 5, I like Dame, so I probably put him at 1. At 2, just to be different, since you guys have also James Harden, I go Brad Beal because he's a walking bucket.
I was gonna say Bradley Beal is the leading
Yeah,
scorer
he's-
right now. He's averaging
killing.
37 points a game.
He's like that. What?
Absolutely killing.
3 is Bron. 4, I'd go with AD, and then 5, I go with Jokic. So the only difference is I put in Beal instead of Harden.
Nobody's taking Embiid at 5.
Nah,
I am.
It's not with Jokic there.
I'm to be different because you guys said Jokic. Because it's going to be between those two.
It's a toss-up. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong, but Jokic is playing much
I like
better
Jokic
right now.
I like Jokic better for the the play. I mean, he can make plays anywhere better than MB can, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go with Embiid because I prefer defense over
The
offense, and
Joker.
Embiid's a better defender over Jokic. So I'd probably go with Embiid over that reason only.
He's averaging 27, 10, and 8.
He's nuts, man. He's he's insane.
Shit is crazy.
And like the center is such a loaded position because yes, we got all that, but people sleep on Cat. Like Karl Anthony Towns has averages that no other player in league history has had. Like he really shoots 50% from three.
Cat got to stay healthy, Neil.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This year he had COVID. Other than that, he's been fine.
He's got to play for a relative.
He also broke his wrist this year.
That's true. He did break his wrist. I should have known that.
If he stays healthy, he's obviously top 3 big men in the league, but he can't stay healthy.
But this is the only year he's been hurt.
It also hurts that he doesn't play for a relative.
Well,
team.
if you're gonna say stay healthy, you can't put Joel Embiid in there. Then that man missed a whole season.
Right, but since missing those first 2 years, he has
He's very injury prone. He gets hurt a lot. He's always back injuries, knee injuries, all that shit.
Right, but is that he's
We have
actually
Anthony
hurt, or
Davis
that's
on the Lakers. Nobody's hurt more than Anthony Davis.
right? But is it Embiid really that hurt now, or is it that the Sixers are just overly cautious with every time something happens? Like, nope, it could be a one-day injury, but you're gonna sit out for 2 weeks because of it.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like the center position is just such a. I mean, you just get hurt so much easier, banging bodies constantly. down
Because
there.
your body is not supposed to be 7 feet tall and 250 pounds and moving that fast.
Do you ever watch Bogdanovich run down the court? How that
Yeah.
look? You ever watch Taco Fall run down the court and see how that looks?
Yo,
Crazy.
Taco Fall is the craziest thing to watch play basketball ever.
Right.
Bol, Steven Adams. Watch those guys just run. Just watch the way they move down the court.
Moban Yao, if you want to bring it back.
Bro, but what's crazy though is like
Ooh, I'll be right back.
I'll never in real life, like I'll never see anything like I saw Dwight Howard. Like, I was face to face with that man, and it's just like a whole different level of massive. Like, yes, they're tall, but like, bro, like
2% fat.
Bro, they're insane. Like, their body, like their upper body is like this big. Like, you could fit. Like, I could literally hide behind him.
Bro, I've seen Aaron Donald work out a few times at the Sports Academy this summer, bro. This past summer.
Crazy.
We talking about massive. Everything he did this year, bro, was not a surprise to me.
No, he is on a whole another level, man. Like, to be at that position and to have that little amount of body fat and do what he does, like he's got a 12-pack as a defensive tackle. It shouldn't be fair.
Real talk. It's different.
And there's a reason why he wins Defensive Players of the Year, because that's just what I mean. That's just nobody. Offensive lineman can't hang with that.
They double teaming him every play, bro, and it's still not enough.
It's still not enough. Like, he gets double teamed, triple teamed, he gets checked. It's crazy. Like, Lawrence, how difficult is it to break a double team in college? How you got to do that shit in the NFL with people 4 times the size of that?
What you mean?
Like that. Like, if you're like, let's say you're running a route in college and you're double teamed, how difficult would it be for you to get open?
For Lawrence,
you're probably not going to get the ball. So,
you're probably not getting the ball, right?
Yeah. Well, if you're getting doubled in college, that means that you're insanely good. So, but if you're talking about like bracketed, where there's a safety over top, you can get around that. But if you're talking about like Kelvin Johnson, punt return, the gunners are next to you type shit, I'm not even gonna run the route. There's no point at that. Like, it's like I'm gonna just sit down.
Like AD has to go against that shit every play. It's insane, man. I don't even know how you still have the energy to play throughout the game.
How do you put up even average numbers with that happening?
Right? Let alone lead the league in stats.
It just shows how good he is and how hard he works at his craft.
Like, that's kind of tails back to the GOAT talk we were talking about. Like, you got to be able to have that strive for greatness. A lot of players in the league don't have that. They settle for average.
They get complacent with that bag. They get that bag, and
that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we see that shit happen all. I mean, like, just if you're talking about the Rams, for example, Jared Goff, man, he got paid, and ever since he got paid, the numbers dropped immensely, and now he's out of there.
Facts.
Kenny, what happened against Duke the other night? I didn't see the highs. I'm seriously asking you.
No, the problem right now with Syracuse this year is our starting center went down 4 minutes into the season. All of our backups are like freshmen or sophomore that have no playing time.
Can't play a 2-3 zone without a good center.
Exactly, and the problem with having young backup centers is they also don't know how to play the 2-3 zone anyways.
Right.
So we're playing Marek Dolezaj at center, who's 6'10" and 170 pounds soaking wet in the middle of the zone.
Getting bodied.
To me, he's a stretch 4, and that's what he would be. Absolutely.
And he really is probably a 3, but in college he can play the stretch 4 position. But Syracuse has him playing at the 5 because we have no choice.
Who's your favorite college basketball players right now? Have y'all been watching the season at all?
Absolutely.
Let's go teams. Let's go favorite college teams right now, like a top 3 to 5, and then players top 3 to 5.
Obviously, my favorite team is Syracuse, so they're always going to be up there. But I like watching Gonzaga play this year. Usually, I'm very negative about them, but this year I think they have the pieces to make a run because in college, and in college basketball, what you need veteran players and you need one elite guy, and that's what Gonzaga has. They have all older players, and they have Jalen Suggs, who was a 5-star recruit, who's going to probably be a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. They've never had anything like that, so I like Gonzaga. Baylor's playing phenomenal basketball as well, but I think I like Michigan better than them this year.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say Tar Heels go. I don't know. I'm not watching it right now until the tournament starts. So I'll be honest. I don't know any players right now.
I mean, obviously, I'm a Syracuse fan, but besides Syracuse, number one, I like the Ohio State football, so I'll say I like watching Ohio State basketball play as well.
They're actually playing right now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're up by 2 with 3 minutes to go against Michigan State.
And then
Well, that's terrible for them. That's it. They should be smoking them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should. They're not even ranked. And I'd say probably San Diego State. I always love watching San Diego State play.
They're
What about
actually, they're actually playing right now too. 30 seconds left, up by one.
There's probably 60 games on tonight.
Yeah.
What about standout players? What players are standing out to you? Like lottery or just guys you think are going to translate over to the NBA?
You know, a guy that is getting a lot of love at the college level that I'm not sure is going to translate to the NBA, but Luca Garza. He is a big that dominates the game.
Bro, he's the best big in college basketball.
Iowa.
I heard his name early on.
Yeah,
he's hands down the best big in college basketball right now. And like, it's not even close. But he's not getting loved because the center position in the NBA is not played the way he plays the game.
Right.
But he'll
be okay. You see what Embiid is doing. He'll be okay.
I 100% agree. Like he's filthy. The guy was averaging like 30 points a game earlier in the season. It's just you give him the ball and they can win. Yeah.
He's averaging 25 and 9 right now.
Yeah,
I was putting Iowa on every single one of my parlays because he was just dominating.
Exactly. I wish we would have got them playing against each other earlier in the year. I'm so upset we didn't get that.
You guys know about James Bouknight from UConn?
Mm-hmm.
He's different.
Yes, he is.
So who is Kenny? Nigel, you guys might know. He plays for Oklahoma State.
Cade Cunningham.
Oh, Cunningham. Yeah, he's tough. They're saying he's gonna be the number one pick.
That's the number one pick. That's why I think. Yeah, he's gonna go number
6'8"
one.
Point guard. He's a forward, but he's a point guard.
He can play.
You guys know Jacob from Arizona State?
Yep.
He's different.
A baller too.
He's gonna be fun to watch in the league.
I think Suggs. Obviously, Gonzaga is always on national TV. So Suggs,
Jalen Suggs is going to be the most impressive Gonzaga player ever. They never get 5-star guys. To get a guy like Jalen Suggs who's balling out, he is a phenomenal player, and I'm very happy for Gonzaga this year. They got a guy like him.
They could really win it all.
They really could.
Kaminsky.
Nope, Kaminsky was at Wisconsin.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of what's his name?
Kyle Wiltshire.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait for the tournament though. It's gonna be madness.
It's my favorite time of the year.
So if you got Gonzaga winning it all,
I gotta see. I'm a guy. I gotta see how the bracket lays out. But if like in a vacuum right now, yes, Gonzaga's the best team in college basketball.
I could see it.
They're 23-0.
And my thing is, I'm usually very low on Gonzaga. I don't like. I said they don't really play many teams, so they shouldn't be going undefeated. Like, and I'm usually.
They've gotten so much better now.
Exactly, and this year too, like they played tough teams early, and they had the guys. So there's.
We got to remember, Suggs was out for a while. He had that ankle injury early on. They stepped
exactly
without him, so they legit.
To me, the team that they got to worry about is Michigan, because the Big Ten is loaded and Michigan is just like rolling right now.
I would say Michigan and Baylor. I think Baylor always has a good program, and they have the chance to take anybody down.
I agree, and Baylor is a team though I'm not high on, only because they're a team that, like Gonzaga, usually always is great in the regular season and doesn't pull it off in the postseason. And this year, the Big 12 to me is weaker than usual. Like Kansas is struggling to stay in the top 25. When did we ever see that?
Yeah.
So I'm not high on Baylor. So they're a good team. They're probably an Elite 8 team, but I don't think that they can challenge Gonzaga for a title this year.
But anything happens in the tourney.
Anything happens. Side note: they made a release statement today saying that before the tournament starts, the first 4 teams that were not elected to the tournament are going to be replacement COVID teams.
In case.
And, yes, and if they get replaced, like so, for example, let's say Gonzaga is the number 1 overall seed, right? And Syracuse is the first team out, and Gonzaga gets hit with COVID, and they can't play. Syracuse slides into the tournament, and not only do they just slide in, they automatically become the 1 seed in that bracket.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Wow. Good thing to set it now instead of nonsense in the middle of it.
Don't play the fucking games, man.
So could you imagine, like, for a team that really had no business being in the tournament becoming a 1 seed?
Crazy.
Wild.
That's nuts.
Tell me that, Neil,
Could you imagine?
would that or would they not be the most Syracuse thing ever? To be a replacement team and get in and win the title.
Syracuse doesn't get in, and then all of a sudden, here they are.
I remember what year was it they went to the Final Four? Was it
2016, baby?
Yeah, I remember that.
What? On Easter Sunday, they rose from the dead.
Yeah.
You were going absolutely nuts on everything.
Kenny, was it Virginia they played?
We were down 16 to the number 1 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Yep.
And Syracuse. Yes, let's remember that Virginia was the best defensive team in the country, and Malcolm Brogdon was the best defensive player on that team, and Malachi Richardson ate his lunch,
up,
took his cookies. Tyler lied into the 3 in his face with one shoe on.
We got Ephraim in the building.
Oh my God.
He said Huskies he said Huskies, man. He a UConn fan.
Yeah, Huskies took my man Andre Jackson from Syracuse. He's gonna be tough.
Andre is tough. Andre's tough too.
Ephraim said, "Stop living in the past, Kenny."
Hey man, they brought it up. But Ephraim, you listen. I could live. Your past is longer than me. Last time y'all were relevant was when you won the title back in what 2013.
Kemba Walker.
Nope. They won it with Shabazz Napier in 2014.
Oh yeah,
that's it. Y'all ain't win since 03.
Yeah, but we've been to a Final Four more recently than you. Right, but we've been to a Final Four more recently, and you play in a mid-major conference now.
Yikes,
bro! Don't let St. Mary's get in the tournament.
Cuse left, and the Big East crumbled.
Because we left, Louisville left, Pitt left, everybody left.
No money in that.
UConn left. UConn just went back.
The Big East was jumping though, man.
It was. All the money's in football.
Bro, the games, the UConn Syracuse games at the Dome, bro. Like,
I went to so many of them in my day. Oh my goodness.
The Dome was packed. They had to open up the football field for fans like that.
Yo, and Syracuse fans, let me tell you something. Duke isn't our rival, so shut up with that nonsense. They're just not. In order for it to be a rivalry,
look at you, bro. Appreciate you for tuning in.
In order for it to be a rivalry, both teams have to be invested in it. And Duke fans, and they don't care what Syracuse does, so they're not a rival. Georgetown are our rivals, UConn and Pitt. That's it. And the other old Big East teams. But UNC and Duke do not care about us.
We don't care about them.
Stop trying to make this a rivalry.
You said just keep running the 2-3.
We will keep running the 2-3. You know what? It works in March.
But you know what though?
It works in March.
I think, yes, obviously I'm a big fan of Boeheim, but I put it on everything. We win championships if we're man to man, because we have athletic freaks that could lock down 100%.
Right, but what year does he win a championship that he didn't? Is what I want to know.
What year?
Because the 1 year when we had Onuaku, we didn't win it because Onuaku went down. Like, even playing 2-3 would have won that year. Then the year when we had Fab Melo, we would have won it, except for the fact that Fab Melo was ruled ineligible before. So it's not like the years that we should have won it that we didn't.
I'm talking about we didn't. The year we beat Virginia.
It said 60 years of Boeheim, 1 chip.
Okay, but listen, we ran into a buzzsaw that was UNC. I don't think that man-to-man would have stopped it.
I don't know. We don't know.
Neil, we only played a 6-man rotation that year.
You're not Boeheim 1 chip.
Sickening. He said sickening.
Oh, get out of here.
Listen, people can say what they want to say, but Boeheim has done. Upstate New York, it's 45 minutes from where we live. It's not like we're in a big market. The fact that Syracuse is a nationally relevant team, doesn't that say something about the kind of coach that Boeheim is? And you guys can say whatever you want.
60 years of Boeheim, 60 years of relevancy.
He's never had a losing season ever. No, literally, there's no other coach that can say that. Duke has had losing seasons. Kentucky's had losing seasons. North Carolina's had losing seasons. Syracuse has never had a losing season with Jim Boeheim as the coach.
Talk your shit, bro.
That is very, very impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. If you could see a team sneaking in, like let's say we get a 16. If you could see a 16 seed, Kenny, who do you think could make some upsets?
16 seed, nobody.
Nobody.
No, because the 16 seeds are reserved for the schools that have to get in because they're automatic bids. So it would be more like an 11 or 12 seed. But to me, honestly, I hate to say it, the team that's going to get in and surprise people is Duke. Because Duke this year is actually, they've been pretty bad. They've been pretty bad this year, but they've been winning lately. And they're probably going to get in as like a 12 seed. Mm-hmm. And lately they've been playing really well. Duke's going to get in, and they're probably going to make a run to the Sweet 16.
You know what's
going to happen? I'm going to hate my life.
You know what's going to happen is they're going to go up against a team that's going to be like, oh shit, we're playing against Duke. Like they're going to shit their pants because they're playing against Duke and they're going to lose.
Yeah, I agree. Duke is awful, but Duke has been way better without Jalen Johnson. And Jalen Johnson is not going to be there for the rest of the year. And they're going to get in as a 12 seed. and they're going to end up sneaking to the second weekend.
Will we ever see another Florida Gulf Coast, you think?
Well, we have, because
I remember that too. That was crazy.
UMBC was the 16th seed that beat Virginia.
Yep.
Remember that? That happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Was
That's right.
Was that 18, 17? What year was that?
2 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Because last year
18?
there wasn't a tournament. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So 2 years of relevant tournaments, but 3 years ago.
Exactly.
Oh man, we're Nigel.
Yeah,
Nigel did.
he said he'd be back.
He said I'll be right back.
All right.
But yeah, the college basketball is just fun because, especially this year, with there's going to be limited to no fans. Anyone could be anyone, because the problem with college basketball that happens is in the earlier rounds, the Cinderellas, like everyone wants to see them do well, and it's great. We want to see them win.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to these bigger like venues, like at the Elite Eight, like I went to the Final Four to watch Syracuse play against North Carolina. Syracuse, we have a huge fan base, huge alumni base, but that thing was jam packed with North Carolina fans.
Doesn't touch North Carolina.
Right. So that's my point. Like, so when you get a school like a Gonzaga that has to go and play in a stadium setting against North Carolina, it's virtually a road game for them because who has the big alumni base? So now you're going to be playing with no fans. This is going to be the 1 year where talent truly sticks out.
Maybe some upsets like Loyola Chicago a couple years ago.
Right. Like a team like that would have had a better shot this year because like they were everyone's favorite for the first 2 games. But once you get into that Sweet 16 Elite Eight and you're playing against a team like a North Carolina, Kentucky, Duke, was a huge alumni base all across the country, you're playing on the road.
Yeah, 100%.
See ya.
We're gonna have to do. We're doing the brackets, right?
Absolutely. As soon as some things drop,
we'll put what, $5, $10 on it.
I mean, I do one every year for what?
Yeah,
what I usually do, Lawrence. I think like $10.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll just.
And then I allow people. You can put in up to 2 brackets.
We'll just go through you then. What are you doing on ESPN?
I'm down
Yeah,
for that,
it's
bro. Make sure
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna send it out. We'll put a post out on Facebook.
All right,
Lawrence will put the post out.
I'm not playing
Of
if Phil
course.
playing them. Phil be cheating, man.
Yeah, Phil does fucking cheat, man.
He be stealing players and shit.
Why could he come back to me?
Iowa, yeah. Ephraim said if Iowa shooters are hitting, they'll definitely win the tournament.
Yeah. Look, the tournament play comes down to guard play.
Anybody can win, man. That's the thing. I feel obviously not anybody, but like when it comes to the tournament.
But it's matchups, and that's why Syracuse has performed well. The year that Syracuse have had bad teams, when they make runs, it's because of a matchup. If you don't play against that 2-3 zone during the year, it's not easy to prepare for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like the ACC just dominates it because they see it all the fucking time. Well, like when Syracuse played against Michigan State, it was one of the top teams in the country. They never saw that shit, so it's different, right?
All right, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning into IBTE Sports Podcast. We'll get some last words from these guys. Some last words for the viewers. Anybody want to go first? Don't jump out at it at once.
Yeah, I'll go first, man. I just want to say, shout out to Nigel for joining. It was definitely great to have him. Shout out to him for doing everything he's doing. Everybody stay right. We got crazy times going on right now still. It's crazy. But also we almost lost a very transcendent athlete these past couple of days in Tiger Woods. So everybody just remember to appreciate everything that y'all watch every day, because like you'll never see a Tiger Woods again, ever.
Thanks.
You'll never see another LeBron. You'll never see another Kobe. Like you don't realize that shit until they're gone. But just appreciate that shit. Like watch every GOAT in every sport you can right now. Watch Ronaldo's highlights. Watch Messi's highlights. Go watch Naomi Osaka when she's playing tennis, because she's out of this world. Right?
She is the truth.
She is so good, man. It is
the truth.
Like she made Serena Williams look like an amateur the other day, and she's the GOAT. So just watch your athletes, man, because we don't know when they're gonna go. And we almost lost Tiger, and we're probably not gonna have Tiger playing golf again in a long time. So just
maybe ever.
Yeah, probably not ever, to be honest. I mean, he's got his leg is absolutely destroyed. So, but Alex,
And all you athletes who have aspirations of reaching levels like that, take care of your bodies, man.
That's the only reason you could.
Take care of your bodies.
Yep.
What did Marshawn say?
Chicken.
Take care of your chicken and
Take
your
care of your
mentals.
chicken.
What about you, Phil? Last words for the people?
So shout out to everyone that showed up in the YouTube live, comments, all the fun comments, all the asshole comments. We appreciate all the comments. Anyone that's watching the recording after this gets posted, appreciate everyone that's been supporting us. Also, make sure you go check out merch if he still has any available for Nigel Hooper's Rehab. Check out his stuff. Check out all of our socials. Just keep showing support, and we'll show support right back. Appreciate you guys.
All right, Kenny, what about you, man?
Yeah, just everybody thank you for watching and supporting us. Nigel, thank you for joining us. Keep doing what you're doing. We're watching. We appreciate it. We respect it. Everyone just keep tuning in. We're gonna keep doing this. And thank you for the support.
Nigel, our special guest. What about you, my brother?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for continuing to support me. It doesn't go unnoticed. Yeah, man, you guys stay blessed, stay healthy during these times, man.
I need some gear. All right.
Listen, the online store is up. Phil went and purchased his jersey. You see he got it on, bro.
I need a care package. All right.
And it's reversible, too.
I need
Real friends pay full price.
I'm in 4 golf leagues this summer.
Hey, Kenny, he ain't hear you, bro. Say it again.
Nah, I didn't hear that.
Real friends pay full price.
Yeah.
Real friends get care packages. All right, that's what I thought.
Jesus.
Nigel, I'm in 4 golf leagues this summer, bro. I need some stretching. I need some help, bro. You gotta help me out.
I got you.
You don't need more than that 2v2 or 3v3.
I ain't worried about that. That's nothing. That's light. The golf is where it's at, bro. That's real tasking on the body.
All right,
no joke, I'm trying to get out there with you one time.
Bro, y'all, I'm down, bro. Y'all can go with me.
Listen,
if y'all go I have an entire set. I'm ready to go.
Bro, I will take y'all. We'll have a fucking blast, man.
We got to set that up then for sure.
Yeah, listen, because Neil and I are going to be on the links playing terrible golf and getting bombed.
Whoa. You'll be playing terrible golf.
Neil's going to be playing terrible golf.
That's what me and my linemen used to do before games.
It is a blast, man. You just got to get it out of your head that you're going to hit a bad shot and you'll be fine. It's mad fun. We'll have to go. It's crazy fun.
Yeah, we can set that up. Like I said, appreciate everybody for tuning into this episode for IBTE Sports Podcast. I want to thank Nigel for coming to join us. We supporting him. He's got our support at IBTE Network. Anything he ever needs, he can call my phone, text my phone. We got him. And I want to thank Kenny, Phil, and Neil for being consistent with me. We back here. We haven't missed a goddamn week since week 3 of the NFL season. Week 3 since week 3. We started the podcast a little bit late, but we have not missed a week. We found a way if we got to shoot it early or later in the week, but we make it happen. And last words for me is everybody, keep working on your mental, keep pushing through on your dreams and everything you want to do. And don't listen to people that tell you not to do something if they're not doing it themselves. I've been saying this all week in every meeting I've been saying with my boys. Don't listen to nobody that's not trying to do what you're doing, and they've never done it. How they gonna tell you that you can't do something? They never done it themselves. It don't make sense at all.
Jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. Remember that.
But man, like I said, man, I'm really humbled at these guys being consistent with me. I can't say it enough. I think about it every other day, like that we've come this far. We're almost 30 episodes in. I think we're close. I think next week or the week after is episode 30. So
real close.
That's dope.
Yeah, but definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. This concludes another episode of IBT Sports Podcast.